Okay, so please give me a moment. It appears I'm having the same problem I had last time I was live. I'm not able to see comments yet, so I'm gonna try to figure it out, but just please bear with me. This damn technology shit. Just give me one moment, please. Okay, I don't understand why it's doing this. I don't know what to press. I'm on comments. It's bad. Maybe someone can help me. I have no idea. All I see is this comment right here and my two comments. These are the only three comments I see. So let me figure this out. Maybe if I put a link or something, let me try that. This is what I did last time. All right. Where are my comments? Why are you doing this to me? All right. Dude, this is so weird. I don't know. My phone's never done this before. It seemed like it was on a delay last time, and then all the comments started coming. Oh, actually, I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Open your phone up to your own life. I don't know how to do that. Well, hello. Oh, look at all these comments. Hi, Chaotic Donna. Ooh, look at you, Donna. You might be blue, I think. Oh, .com, you might have got blue too. Okay, so thank you. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, but let's see. Let me get rid of that comment. So it sounds like there's other things going around on the streets. So I might not have much of a crowd. I just learned about there might be a couple lives going on. I had a couple things on my mind. Specifically last night, I was I guess you would say lurking. I haven't normally done that, but I'm starting to, I guess since I was more closed minded, I'm trying to check out other chats that I didn't check out, and I sometimes see good that I didn't see before in others, and same, vice versa. So anyhow, I was watching Rap's chat, and I didn't comment, and it was funny, and I have actually started watching some of them, and they're funny. Okay, what am I gonna say? They're funny. I couldn't take the person he was streaming anymore. I couldn't take it, and I just had to comment. I couldn't take it anymore. I commented, but it looked like I might have caused a whole conspiracy in his chat. I just wanted to say there's no conspiracy. I generally just couldn't help it and wanted to comment. And I thought it was weird. There was one person, I think, flipping out, but I had blocked them before it happened. But I could read other people's comments. It sounded like the person was saying I was in a conspiracy trying to, I guess, get Jimbo, into that chat. It has nothing to do with that. I mean, this is part of the problem of, like I was, talking about with the chat segregation. Um, it's kind of weird what's going on here. You should be able to go around and comment in chats. It's really strange. You know what I mean? Um, and then people are judging a whole group of people just because who they're watching, and that's like really closed mind because there could be some. I see that there's cool people in other groups that I never checked out before, so why I'm not going to judge. For instance, if it was Rap's chat, am I going to say everyone in his chat's bad? No, no. And actually, I would like to think there was a few people. As soon as I made the comment, I blocked only one person, which I never do that, and I shut up for the rest of the time. And there were some people in there, that actually stood up for me, and I do appreciate that. And I thank the people that did that because there's no conspiracy. I'm not trying to get wrapped like Jimbo or anything like that. I just was watching because it was funny. That's it. But if I think for channel growth, if you want your channel to grow, you got to maybe I wouldn't suggest unless it's how you want to run it and you want your mods to block or put people down. But I think it's kind of crappy if somebody's just saying hi or laughing to let the mods flip out on them. I guess one of the mods. Um, I think that can stunt your channel growth. That's just my opinion. Are you guys talking again and I can't see it? Let me see. Where the hell's that live button? All right, the last comment I see is lips. Is that my last comment? What in the hell? I don't have a live button. Let me try chatting again. This damn thing. How do I get to live on a phone? Okay. I'm going to try putting this in here. A link again. It seemed to help last time. The last comment I see is this one so far. I don't see an option for a live button. Let me see. Oh boy. Okay, there are more comments, so let me I don't know what to do. This never happened before the last time I was on. Ay, ay, ay. Well, I don't know if anyone could direct me or even if you want to come up and tell me because I really don't know what to do. This has never happened before. I got layouts, recording, audio, camera, and general. General does not do anything. Just please bear with me. I don't know if anyone can come up and maybe direct me. That would be great if you know what the hell's going on here. But geez, I had to get out. There's no conspiracy. I just had to let the peoples know. I just thought it was funny. What else did I put on here anyways? I caught up other lives last night. Oh, let me see. Some of them were pretty funny. Donna, I think you're in here. You were pretty gangster. You had me rolling, actually. So I had to tell you that. Is there anyone that might be able to help me on an iPhone? Or maybe come up for a second? Oh, now I see Donna. Now I see the comments. Maybe they're just delayed. Okay, I see, let me go back now that they're here. It's like they're all showing up all at once. Open your live like you're watching. Alright, let me go back. Sorry about that. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, sorry, I do have guests. We have Lips and Chaotic. I think, do you guys still want to come up? Or were you trying to help me?
How to fix it, that's fine. Otherwise, I'll just read your comments for you until... I'm thinking it's just one of those weird YouTube glitches that happens here and there. Or it might be
Yeah,
a yard glitch.
it never happened before.
Because
What's happening is,
I've
yeah,
literally never had my comments not show up, so...
what's happening is, I'll see a few comments.
It's a glitch in the thing. But now I was talking about opening up your live. Just grab your phone or whatever. I don't know what you're using right now.
iPhone.
But if you... Oh, okay. Yeah, you'd need a second device to open up your own chat. But you do it just like you were watching like Ernie or Rappers on. You just...
Yeah,
see, I use
I've never had this problem. What's happening is I'll see a few comments and then nothing for a while, and I'm like, "Am I talking to the air?" And then all of a sudden they all show up at once, like it's a delay in the Wi-Fi.
There's something
Yeah,
going.
I've always used multiple devices, so I probably wouldn't have known if mine ever glitched anyways.
I've never had this any kind of problem though, so it's only happening. This is the second time, so it's making me feel like there's something to do with the system. Only because they're coming all in groups. They're still showing up, but I've never had to press any kind of other button, any kind of live or anything like that.
Weird.
I know. So maybe, and it went away last time.
Hold on, it must be... Well, now I'm confused because on StreamYard, can you see my picture in StreamYard? Because on YouTube, my picture is not on the screen.
Right now, I see your avatar. Yeah.
Yeah, but on the YouTube, like on actual YouTube, because I have it open on both right now. Neither of us have a picture on YouTube.
I know that something weird's happened on StreamYard when I've been seeing everybody in chats, like on panels, their names are gone now. Nobody has a name anymore. I don't know what happened with that.
Well, I know there's a spot where you can click in your settings if you want the names to be up there or not.
Is that what it is? Did they change it so that it's optional?
I guess, because I never noticed it before. And then one day I was like checking, because my old mic for some reason isn't working with my new phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like messing with the settings and I seen it like appear and I was like, that's weird.
I only see general, camera, audio, recording, new, layouts, and guests. So I don't know if it would be in general.
It should be in general, and then general should give you more options. But I don't know if like all the options show up on a phone or not.
Automatically add shared screen videos to stream. Is that like when I touch? Well, that's already checked. Audio avatars and shift videos for comments banners. That's checked. shift videos up for comments and banners. I don't see any option other than
Maybe you don't have as many options on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know you have an iPad or something too. If you opened, we lost her. We lost Sarah. Let's see. That's super cool for Molly.
I think I got kicked out of my own stream by accident. Whoops.
You did.
I was like, what the heck?
We lost
I
Sarah.
found. Okay, I won't do that again. That's not going to happen. At least I see comments now. I'll just have to go back and use some of them and, hi to everyone. But I had to let everyone know there's no big conspiracy. I just thought the live was funny,
Yeah.
And people that keep doing this are going to stunt their channel growth, and they should either, review their mods, or if they want their mods to do that and they want their channel to be small, then, continue. But they're not all on the same page, because some of the mods were sticking up for me. And there was only one person, I'm sure you can guess who, that flipped out and thinks that I was in the chat with a Jimbo conspiracy. No, I just thought it was funny.
It's just, I mean, it's all ridiculous.
There's other people from Jimbo's that are in that channel. I have no idea why I'm like such a trigger.
I think it's because the mystery behind you, because you just stick to certain groups normally and they don't see you.
Yeah.
Even if you are like interacting with other people. And I think that there's like this big mystery behind you, because you're either like around or you're not.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to tame it down a bit, be more open-minded, look for good in people that I didn't before. And I do, and I can say I see it, and I see funny in some, and I don't agree with everything all do, but I didn't see it before. When I was a tiger, I was more closed-minded. So I'm just trying to be more open-minded and see what other people are about and stuff. Check out other channels, and that's generally, I'm just trying to be good and do that. But I can go back to psycho bitch, I can do that too. I was just trying to behave, so I don't start, but I can go there.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're humans. We're on social media. We're never going to be able to make everyone happy. Not everyone's
That's
ever
just
going to
what it
like
is.
us.
I'm going to have to accept that. That's probably
I
one
hear
of the
other channels saying, well, everyone should be able to say their opinions. But then somebody says their opinion and suddenly they're a horrible person.
Yeah.
Make it make sense. You can't have it both ways.
What's up, Hummingbird? Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I commented in Rap's chat, and there's other people from the chat that I'm in, which, the Jimbo's chat that I'm hanging in the most, in there. And I haven't, maybe they had the same problem at first, but it triggered the hell out of one of the mods. But there was like at least three other people that actually were nice and stood up and said they checked out my channel and they liked me and come in, and some of them were welcoming. I mean, that's what you should do for channel growth, but I wanted them to know, like, if they ever hear this, that I generally appreciated that. Because I probably won't chat for a while or whatever again, because that's what happens, you trigger people just for saying hello or something. That's messed up.
Sadly, at least in this part of YouTube, it has gotten to where you just have to watch silently, or just take that people are going to be mad at just your appearance.
I have done that because of that here and there for funny parts. When they're streaming a certain person, that I'm sure you can guess who, that I do watch, and I laugh. But they were streaming actually the Tiger group, and there was one person on his panel that just repetitive and just kept going in circles. I'm sure you can guess who, and it was driving me insane. The whole chat was getting driven insane, and I'm sure Ernie's chat was getting driven insane. I couldn't take it anymore. I just blew up and said a comment, but it wasn't anything mean, towards them or anything. They're fun. Some of the people in there are funny.
Yeah, it's funny because, like, I'm sure you probably heard some of the shit being said about me right now.
Oh, yes.
But while this is happening, while they're trying to spread the narrative that I'm a horrible person,
yeah,
I have other people from their communities messaging me that they like how bluntly honest I am, how I just put it out there. So it's not, dragging me is not helping them at all.
No, the clip, I rewatched what I missed because you guys were up so late, and I was bent over in tears. Okay, you had me in tears. I think I spit out my coffee at one point because I wasn't expecting one of your comments about, when you could get more chicks and men, if that just threw me over the edge, and I just continued to die. You had me rolling, and yeah, I appreciated it. It's funny as hell.
I mean, I've said it from even back when I worked with AG's dumbass. I've always said it. I care. People
Yep.
that see me for me will appreciate that. The people that don't have to stick around. I don't care. That's not why I'm here. I'm not
Yeah.
here to sugarcoat things and make everyone feel better about themselves. Like,
Yeah.
that's not my job. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but
It's the parent. I like it. I like it. I appreciate it. And I like that. I do like that. I appreciate that about you and Leslie both. And the whole thing, the panel had me in stitches, all of you. And then even Donna, was that last night when she was up on panel? Was that last night or the night before?
oh, I don't know, but she was cracking me up.
Donna, you killed me. You killed me too, the way you were talking.
Yeah, and I mean, I've been this way my life, so I know I'm not for everyone. I've
Yeah.
told people, like, when they've seen them say that, they don't like cursing or they don't like this, and I'm like, yeah, don't come to my channel. You won't like it. Like,
I
I
like
will
it.
tell them up front, but I'm not going to change who I am to appease people because then I would be fake.
Yeah. Yeah. Instead, you get called other names. And I
Yeah.
mean, instead you're not. I
And
have a
like,
friend that thinks,
seriously, okay, so I got sent a clip of someone saying things about me today. Can I just say, yeah, it's nothing I've never heard before. Graz tried the same insults. It is the most childish kindergarten shit I've ever heard in my life.
yeah.
Like, I don't
I,
care.
is it from this morning clip? Is it the clip that I found this
Yeah.
morning? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
That
it's
started
so
out like, oh,
stupid.
hell no. They're going to spread that narrative because he was on another panel, which you and Leslie and Jimbo were on, and he didn't have the answers, and he's the one who dropped down. You
Yeah.
know?
I gave him the to ask me anything he wanted. I
And
gave
that,
him the opportunity to answer questions, and I was being nice about it for the most part. Like, it's not my fault you didn't want to answer questions or ask questions. That's a big you problem.
yeah, man. Surely. I don't understand sometimes, though. But I think they're going to probably start with you now just because you he was put in a position that made him uncomfortable, so now he's going to attack. And also a new narrative was being made this morning that they have some secret from 12 years ago that they're going to unleash, on Jimbo. So I'm like, okay, you know
From 12
be
years ago.
prepared,
Okay.
Jimbo. Be prepared, Jimbo. Your 12-year
Yeah,
secret.
I don't, I mean, come at me all you want. That doesn't mean that you're going to affect my life. It doesn't mean you're going to affect my channel. It doesn't mean you're even going to get a reaction out of me. I've been saying
Like,
for weeks now, there's a deadline to when I'm going to respond. I'm sorry. It's old. It's boring at this point. I've said
yeah,
what I have to say. Either people listened to it or they didn't.
yeah, you strike me as someone who could just brush it right off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have time to sit here and play their stupid little game every day. They might have time. I don't.
Hmm.
There are so many more actual important things to be worried about than what somebody is saying about me on social media.
Yeah, it's true. But some people's goal is to destroy, others and make them hurt, and that's what I don't get. To feel better about themselves, I guess.
Yeah, like even the drama that I had from when I left AG, people talked for years. I'd crack a joke here or there if their name got brought up, but I'd never attack them. They decided to show up on my panel one night. I let them up. It was what it was. They apologized in my chat the next day. I didn't even address their apology. I have nothing for these types of people.
Uh, it's just like a vicious circle. Oh, now you see me. You didn't see me before.
Yeah, your picture's up there now, but mine's still not.
Oh, that's so weird. Because I see both of us the whole time. I've never not seen you.
Yeah. Well, I know a few weeks ago, it might have been Jimbo's chat. I don't know, but I guess my profile picture wasn't even showing up in the chat. So like people were questioning if it was
Oh, I
actually me.
see that. I do see that occasionally. People, their avatar is just like a white circle or gray or something.
Yeah, that's what mine is right now.
Huh. It's weird because some people don't all see it that way. I feel like it's the StreamYard almost.
It could be, or it could be a connection between the two. It's hard to
Yeah.
say. Or one of them could be doing an update and it's not caught up to the other one. Or
That's what it seemed like with my chat. The way it was, it freezes when I first start now. So it's like I have to, check with other people to see if there's comments. It's weird.
Yeah. And nobody can say that Jimbo didn't try. So they
Oh
can take that
yeah,
narrative
I don't.
somewhere else too.
I thought it was all pretty cool and everything, and I thought things might settle down, but I don't know what's going on, but it seems like I've only heard like one little tiny bit of info that it didn't help. Is that true? It seemed like it was going well.
Well, I mean, I
At least,
woke up towards the very end of it and just seen
yeah.
like the last part before it went downhill and he got booted. So I don't know what all was said before that, but I did catch part of what was being said about it today, and they're basically trying to say that he only admitted to some of his wrongdoings, and then that he supposedly started attacking someone, and he wasn't even brought that person up. So,
Hmm. Well,
and he still didn't attack. He tried to explain the situation, and of course, they're going to see it the way they want to see it.
yeah, that's true.
So,
That's true. Well, I thought it went well. I thought,
Alicia says it's the ghost of chaotic.
she says, well, oh, let me get rid of this. Oh, surgery tomorrow. Oh, that's not a good day. Gee, I know who that is.
We're we're supposed to be getting a big snowstorm here, and I keep hearing like all kinds of crazy numbers, so I don't know what I should be preparing for exactly.
It kind of feels like snow's in the air when I'm outside. It's got that feeling, that crisp feeling in the air. I don't want
Yeah,
snow.
well, I mean, they were saying we were gonna get snow and we were gonna have a white Christmas, which that's the one
Oh,
weird thing about Indiana. Everybody every year screams they want a white Christmas. We never have a white Christmas. So it was exciting, like, even if it was a little bit, that we would actually have snow for Christmas. But now,
yeah.
like, I'm hearing everything from a little bit of snow to like possibly like blizzard conditions.
Oh,
So
no. Okay.
hopefully the husband, who also plows,
Oh, that's.
maybe will have a good answer for me when he gets home.
Oh, yeah. All the people around here that they love it. They wish for it. They wait for it. All the people that do that as a second job because they make a lot of money doing that
It's
as a side
Yeah,
work.
it's a really good paying job. I was kind of surprised, like when he first. It's probably been like 5 years, maybe longer, since he invested in his plow, and I was just like, why? Because I've lived in Indiana my whole life, right? So I've never experienced like any of the big blizzards Indiana had like way back when,
Hmm.
and I was just like, why? We don't get enough snow for that. But I mean, it's paid off, so no complaints
Oh
here.
yeah. Oh yeah. You'll. Oh yeah. All my friends are ready for it. They want
I
it.
mean, it sucks storing something all year. Yeah,
Yeah. If you.
I mean, it sucks having to store a plow all year when you use it like 2 or 3 times. But
Yeah, that's
like
true.
pay wise, I fully understand wanted to do it.
Oh, it's a good investment if you can. If you're in an area that gets a lot of snow, for sure. I mean, yeah.
It's supposed to be.
Let's see.
Didn't you guys drop like really low last year and had lizards falling out of your trees, Alicia?
Uh, oh
The
hell no.
lizard, the lizards freeze and they just like fall.
Oh, I never even thought of that. Where they go, they're everywhere when I'm on vacation there. I always try to catch them. I fail.
A Siberian cold blast along with all the snow. Yeah, we're supposed to be like 0, some crazy number, not including wind chill, like the weekend of Christmas. I do know that because I was like, oh, I won't be leaving anywhere. And right before that moves in, I think the temperature is supposed to drop like Friday. So like midday, I'll be cranking up my heat so that my house, because like places have trouble if temperatures plummet too much,
Mhm.
keeping up. So I'll be cranking up the heat and sweating everyone out before it hits.
Oh, in case it goes out, the power.
Well, that too, which also like is gonna suck in my situation in my house because we don't have like small rooms to just try and like condense heat in it. All the rooms in this house are large. So I don't know how that's gonna work either. We've never had to
Oh,
deal with it here.
yeah. There's been
All
times.
our power lines are underground in my neighborhood.
Uh huh. Oh, I don't
But
have.
if something was to happen to like one of the transformers outside the neighborhood, I would be screwed.
Oh, our lines get knocked down all the time. It's bad. The trees take out the wires and stuff. We have them on the pole. It doesn't work. I don't.
Hmm.
Either way, like I'm all set if the power goes out. I couldn't take it anymore after having days and days of no power. Not with my son and his medical needs. So finally
Mm.
invested. We got a there's these new generators. They're hybrid. If you can get one of those, if you're ever in the market for a generator, I recommend that. So there's a switch that literally you could flip these hybrid generators. You could flip from propane to regular gasoline. We use propane, but if we wanted to switch to gas, we could. But the reasoning is when you have a generator and you have to keep up with it, you need to clean your carburetor, and that can be a crappy job. You have to take all the crap apart. So if
Yeah.
you propane and just leave it on that, if you don't have to deal with the carburetor and all that. So the maintenance is zero.
Well, see, we have a generator sitting in the garage right now, but he hasn't had time to hook it up.
Oh, we got the electrician to come and put the plug in so that because you'd have to run a cord in your house and stuff, and that's just not going to work out. I got the generator that'll do like my whole house and the neighbors if it was a power outage in the summer because I couldn't take it anymore. So
Nice.
I could just plug it right into the house and it'll do everything. It just lights up like a tree.
Yeah.
So I'm all set that way. But the only thing that sucks is if you put the propane tank on, it's gonna run out at like 4 a.m. Between 4 and
Mm.
5 a.m. and then he has to get up and go switch it. But what are you gonna do? That's pretty good. You don't have to freeze your pipes and lose all your meat in your freezer. So,
Right.
oh, you're getting a generator too? Yeah. I mean, my son, I'm dealing with like crazy things, medical needs and stuff, and I need to have electricity and medications and devices that he wears and stuff, so it's just not an option. So
Are you talking about the blizzard of 78?
I came in on that.
I guess it's like the worst blizzard Indiana's ever had.
That's my birth year.
So
I
that's why I'm asking if that's the one she's talking about. Because that's usually the only time people actually talk about a blizzard in Indiana is the one of 78. But
hmm
I was looking to see if I could find a pattern when I was trying to figure out what the weather was actually going to be this week.
yeah.
And Indiana has like zero pattern, and there's only 5 blizzards on record, and that was still the only bad one.
Judo, maybe are there any agencies that you can get assistance with? Like I had assistance and used some of a stipend from an agency, and normally they wouldn't say yes to that kind of a purchase to use my stipend on it, for my son, but because of certain medical needs and needing to charge his epilepsy device that he wears, they okayed it. But for certain things, like if you have things in your house that operate on power, you might be able to find an agency to assist with some of that. They just wouldn't help us with the installation cost. So we had an
Mm,
electrician friend do it. If you have friends that do stuff like that, and it was $850.
yeah.
You know, it's good to be prepared for this because I think sometimes we get mild winters and then every now and then you get slammed with something. So I just like being ready.
Oh, Judo might be able to help me because he's one state west of me, which means the storm will hit him before me
Yeah,
because I'm like dead center of the state.
yeah.
So I'm like, and I'm just seeing central Indiana, and I'm like, but what does that mean?
When we get blizzards, we get pretty hammered. I'm on the coast, so that's what happens.
Yeah,
You can
you
have
get all that extra wind and stuff from the
all that
water.
water wind. Yeah, when you're on the water, you get crazy wind.
Yeah, I keep seeing these because I think you've heard me talk about how I'm trying to find like a old Victorian house that the
I,
historians haven't got their hands on yet.
I wish that's what I would love. Like beach
And
house is my
yeah,
type of house.
I keep finding them, but they're in Michigan, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to live between all that water.
Yeah,
Absolutely not. I don't like the snow I get here.
yeah. I get it. I get it. Dreading it. It's gonna miss.
So, so what are they exactly saying, like in your part, Judo? He said it there where he's at. They're saying it's gonna be worse than 78. That means
Oh
I won't see the
man,
husband for days.
I had no idea it was something that bad. I just saw some general weather report a few days ago that said there was some kind of a blast coming in, kind of a thing. Not any. I didn't really listen to many detail of it, but I guess I should pay attention. Everybody's gonna get the bread and milk. I better go get my batteries and stuff.
Right.
Or fill up the tanks. I want to get one of those big ass propane tanks that they have for campers, so I don't have to change it.
Mm. Yeah, that would be the one thing here is because plows, if
Yeah.
there's anything that I would actually have to do for our generator, we'd be screwed. Because I mean, let's just be real. I'm gonna be bundled up like an Eskimo in 20 blankets, probably crying at the sight of what's happening outside. And like I'm a person that can stay home all the time until I am forced to. You know what I mean? So like if I get snowed in, it's going to like make me miserable, even though I wouldn't be going anywhere anyways.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. I've been trapped before in my neighborhood because they don't plow my street. I'm on the no plow list. There's 3 streets in my whole town on the no plow. Had to
My
be.
street's one of the last ones in my neighborhood because it's a cul-de-sac, and I'm like, really?
I just have a friend do it, you know, but they don't
Mm,
plow us. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. We have school buses and FedEx and all that come by, you know. They said it's too dangerous with like low trees and the just holes in the road, but whatever.
let's see. Storm covers St. Louis, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Indiana. That is a big storm.
I'm a cold person all the time. I start wearing 2 pairs of pants in the fall, like earlier fall, and I often wear 3 snow pants for the whole day. I'm weird like that. I get cold. And I don't like being stuck home because I can't get my coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. So there was one time where I actually put on the damn snowsuit, put on some freaking what do you call those goggles, and
Oh,
I
the
walked.
snow goggles, like you're
Oh
going
yes, I
skiing.
did. Oh yes, I did. Yak tracks, those spiky things on my shoes, and I walked to Dunkin' Donuts, and there were people laughing at me. You know, like they took a pic. I have a picture of it. People were taking my picture because I know they have it open sometimes for the plow people.
Hmm.
I did get a coffee. I did. I got
I,
my coffee.
speaking of Dunkin', I switched to the Keurig and started buying the Dunkin' pods and the Dunkin' creamer that they finally sell at the store because you can get it like the one I get is like cream extra or something, so it has like sugar with it too.
Is
It
it
is
real cream
fabulous
though?
for at-home coffee.
Is it real? Is it real cream like half and half? Because I don't like the fake ones.
Um, I think it literally is just like it's their whatever they use and then with the
No way. For that.
but it's really good. I was very happy about it because I've tried like all the Starbucks stuff that you can make at home and it's let's be
They never
realistic, it's not the
tried
same.
to taste like it.
But like the Dunkin' one, it's super good.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look into that because I buy the whole beans and I grind them at home because it tastes better. I don't
Yeah,
like.
because it's fresh.
Oh yeah, I only like fresh ground. I'm kind of a coffee snob, I guess.
We all have our thing. It's
Yeah,
fine.
you know, some people like beer and all that. I like coffee. What the hell? I'm just looking for something. Here we go. Well, I guess we should pay attention to that and be prepared. Did you say Friday?
So originally it was saying Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and now I'm seeing Thursday, Friday. So I don't know.
Huh.
Either way, I'm not happy, but at the same time, I'm like,
No, it's good to know because the like last minute. I'm not like even done with Christmas or anything. You know.
yeah, I actually, a friend of mine gets paid this Friday. So she was going to finish up Christmas shopping.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
she was like, "Oh, so she luckily her kid's old enough to understand. So they're putting off Christmas until New Year's."
Yeah, if you can do that, if your kids are either younger and don't know or older, then yeah,
Hmm.
you can do that sometimes. Totally
Well,
get.
and like I host the family Christmas at my house. Like my mom can't be driving out here in in those conditions. You know what I
No.
mean? So, like, we're getting a snowstorm, right? And she was like, "Oh, I just heard that it's going to be bitter cold." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, we're supposed to get a bunch of snow." So I'm going to have the husband call her and give her an update when he has like verification for sure what we're getting. Because I may have to put off Christmas dinner or just do like still make it for us
Yeah,
if
right.
possible, and then just do something different with them the following week or something.
Yeah, right. You can always change it around. It could be like New Year's or something. It's good to know though, definitely because of last minute, and this even affects Amazon deliveries and stuff too.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad at Amazon right now. I don't know if anyone else has had this problem because I paid for Prime, right?
Yep.
And I ordered stuff last week, including your gift, by the way,
Oh,
that
thanks.
that still says it's going to be there tomorrow. But
Oh,
like, why is it taking forever long? So like, one of the last things I bought for my kid was saying it wasn't going to be here till the 21st. So then I just quit ordering stuff because I'm like, what if it doesn't get here? Like,
Well,
why
here,
am I paying for 2-day shipping if you can't get it to me?
I had that problem for a while, and then I started looking. Like when you scroll down and order something, do you check the estimated delivery? Because you have to select items that are prime
Oh, I
available.
always make sure to like
Oh,
hit
you do.
Prime before I even start searching for
Oh,
what I'm looking for.
okay, fair enough.
Because I'm
Because
like, yeah, I'm not paying you to not get me stuff.
oh, I see what you mean. Some areas do have that problem more than others. I think ours is doing better now. It did that for a while during the sea, so I had to I made sure to definitely check it out. But it sounds like you already are. I check the estimated shipping and all that crap before I order.
It's just super annoying.
Yeah, it is. If you pay for it, it is.
And then like the thing that I ordered her that said it wasn't going to be here, it showed up Friday or Saturday morning. I don't remember, but I ended up getting it already. And I'm like, oh, so I could have ordered more stuff.
Yeah, and sometimes they come earlier. I feel like a lot of times they're doing those. Well, in my experience, they were putting the dates later, and I'm like, that's not prime. They usually put the date that it's coming one day later, and I think they do that on purpose so that they can't say it's not on time, just in case it
Hmm.
is. So they'll, like if they say something's coming on the 25th, it's usually the 24th. In my experience, it comes a day earlier. That's like their leeway day.
Yeah.
I feel like they do that now, anyways. At least in my area.
While I'm thinking about this, I'm
But
going to go.
shipping's gonna have be a big problem for people right now if you don't, try to get it out things out.
Yeah.
And the cost goes up more this week. The post lady told me the other day
It's so annoying.
when I went and shipped some things. Like it went up so much I couldn't believe it.
Hmm.
And their boxes suck. Those what do you call it? The priority boxes. They call it a large. You open it up, it's small as shit.
I know.
Call that a
I
large.
I had to ship some stuff out to my sister and niece, and it took a large box. And it was like playing Jenga to fit that stuff in there. I was like,
Oh
what?
yeah, it's a joke. I'm sorry about the airplane.
I'm trying to check and make sure because I haven't checked my Amazon today. So if this doesn't show up to you tomorrow, I'm going to be so upset because it's killing me for you to not have this.
Judo, I think they're probably deal with this all the time. Like I would too, but I feel like there must be some way they might. I don't know if you have to talk to your regular doctor. I don't know if it's too late, but if you call them now, your regular primary, they might be able to. You say you're having a surgery and you're nervous. Is there anything they can call in for you to take prior to it to alleviate your nerves? Or I don't know if they do that there and give you an IV, but I'm sure they're used to dealing with that and might be able to help you out. I don't know if they use IVs or not for that kind of a procedure. It just seems like most people would go in feeling nervous. Wouldn't you think so?
Yeah, I think it's
Kind of,
normal.
kind of like when I go on an airplane, I have to call and get flying meds, and then I spill drinks on people. But I'm terrified of planes. Well, good thing my daughter's flying back tomorrow from Florida with the storm coming up because that always screws up flights.
Okay, it says shipped there tomorrow by 9.
By 9 for me.
Yeah,
Okay,
so it is
usually
still supposed to be there.
when it says that, it's usually in the afternoon. Anywhere from after lunch between early dinner.
Yeah.
Seems to be our time zone here. Hello, hello.
I think I've been most excited about what I found for you because it couldn't be more perfect.
I think I'm excited. Got me all curious now.
I think you're going to be very excited.
I think it
The
might.
few people the few people that know what it is couldn't believe I even found this, which
Okay,
I didn't think it was actually going to exist, but
I could guess. I'll take a guess that it might be something about either elf or a ninja.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Okay, fair enough. Fair-
All I can say is it is perfect.
I can't wait now. Yeah, let us know. Let us know about that. You can tell us everything went okay. Oh shoot, I almost fell over.
A nice calm down cocktail here. Oh my.
Hey, I take the flying cocktail. Friggin' hate airplanes.
I don't fly, but it's because I'm that person that likes to make random stops. And I'm like, well, if I'm in the air, how do I know what I'm missing?
Yeah, you feel trapped. I feel like I can't breathe. There's no oxygen. You take like it's suffocating in there.
It's not even that. It's just like, you know how there's always like these random little places you'll see going down the road? And you're like, oh, what is that? And then you find some of the coolest things. Yet you don't
Yeah,
have the option if you're on a plane. You just miss all of those things.
yeah, you can't stop and look. Kind of like why I don't go on ships, cruises, because I'm like, what if I'm done? What if I want to leave? I can't. I don't want to be trapped on your boat. That doesn't sound fun to me. Like I'm suddenly like, all right, I want to go home. No, I'm trapped in the ocean. No.
I
What if it?
enjoyed the last cruise that I went on, but it wasn't like a super long one. And it was like I did it a little different than most people. So like I would see what different activities they all had before I booked, and I made sure that I had
Ooh,
all the activities that I wanted to do planned out for different days so that I could just like relax and sunbathe and have some drinks during the day and then one thing each night instead of trying to like cram everything in or stress myself at all. And then it was just long enough to do those things and then I was done.
hey, Beth, I wanted to say hi to you and thank you. Last night when I forget what comment when I was in Rap's chat, I watch sometimes now because I'm trying to be more open minded since I was a tiger and check into other chats and stuff. I just thought it was hilarious and I was watching so long on the sidelines and I couldn't take the person that Rap was streaming. I couldn't take it anymore, Beth. She was driving me crazy and I just had to comment. I had to tell you that she wasn't an OG. She's claiming to be an OG and it was driving me. I just had to let it out in your chat, okay? There's no there's no conspiracy. I'm not trying to do some kind of a conspiracy with Jimbo. I'm just trying to check out more chats and I feel like if people aren't welcome, it can stunt channel growth. That's what I was saying earlier. So I'm glad. I just wanted to say thank you. You and a few other people were pretty nice, and then I went back to lurking because I didn't want to cause a problem. But I did block the one person that was all in an uproar because I don't think that's appropriate when you're a mod. And thank you again. I just thought it was funny, and that was it. I'm just trying
Yeah.
to be more open to other chats, and I see good in people that I didn't see before, and vice versa. No conspiracy.
Well, and until recently, I was nice to everyone, whether I liked them or not, when they were
Yeah,
in chats, even if they came in mine. Like I did, you know what I mean? Like I
yeah,
don't understand why. Don't ask me my opinion on something if you don't want to hear it in the end.
yeah.
I'm sorry if your feelings got hurt, but I'm also not sorry for being honest.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks. I just feel like you're gonna be if you judge a whole group, like if Jimbo's whole chat is judge, you could be missing out on some great people there. Just because we're friends with him or we see the good in him doesn't mean that every single person there should have a mark on them. You know what I mean? That's like being very closed minded and judgmental. And again, it will stunt your channel growth. And I appreciate you for being open minded and thinking like that. And that bitch was really annoying the fuck out of me there. I'm gonna be a little bit blunt now. I don't know if you saw Ernie's chat last night when Rap was streaming, but there was just a person there that was being so repetitive
Yeah.
and yelling at everyone and like she always does. So I couldn't take it.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Why can't we just have a conversation? Why does everyone have to yell over the others? Just let other people talk and take your turn. It's not that difficult to adult.
Yeah, she has a problem like that and wants to be the only one to talk, and it's weird. It's very strange, especially for somebody that claims to run a home business. He was yelling even over, she was even yelling over Ernie, and it's his channel.
It's kind of like that one person that came in my chat that night and we finally had it out after a year
Hmm.
issues. Like the one thing he was stuck on was that I was a mod for Ernie at the time.
Yeah, I used to
Well,
get judged too
first of
for.
all, like why don't you ask why? But second of all, why is it even your business?
Hmm. Yeah,
Who cares?
he could have
You do
just
know some
asked
people
me.
are mods and channels just so they can't get blocked because that creator respects their opinions.
Hmm. I just see that person, a certain person, going around and really starting a lot of trouble and full of hatred, and
Mhm.
that will stunt her channel too. There won't be a lot of new people coming in there if that's what she wants. That's cool, but I mean, there's clearly some kind of hatred issue. I've never done nothing to that person. It's just weird. They made a video about me. I didn't watch it. I'm not going to give you that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What could you possibly have to do a show on me about when I was in Ernie's channel with her. I got along with her in there, you know? It just makes no sense. Sometimes I feel like people are being directed to do stuff like that, you know? Oh, hey, LB.
I mean, some people are just hateful people, and it takes a while for their true colors to come out.
I
But
mean,
I've
yeah,
been saying it for probably 9 months now that I fully believe people should have to take an IQ test and a sanity test before they're allowed to have a channel.
um, y- well, there's definitely problems with, some of the subs like going on panel, like the panel I was talking about. Like, there's no comprehension. Can't comprehend what Constant Sue is trying to say. So it's like she's talking to a wall. They
Yeah,
don't understand what she's talking about. So I was going there for her to help her. She cracks me up, and she did it again today. She was on his panel again.
I did catch part of that.
uh, she's up his butt, and I think it's funny. I can't help it.
Well, I got someone told me that or said in one of their videos apparently that I'm psychotic or something. And I'm like, you know how long I've been on YouTube dealing with idiots? I'm not going to keep talking in circles.
Hmm.
Who wouldn't eventually like get mad when they have to keep repeating the same thing because people can't comprehend simple English? I'm not
Yeah.
using big words.
Uh huh.
Like
No. No.
now I'm just done addressing them. Like you had your chance to have conversations with me. I'm done.
Bye. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, Donna. I actually let that person on my panel, I think, closer to when I started doing this, because I had no clue who she
Mhm.
was. And then once it started the show, she started yelling at. I was just being nice. Hey, come on up. I won't probably do that again. But she was yelling at somebody else on panel and going, "Excuse me."
Yeah, that was the day that I dropped down because they won't even come up on panel if I'm on panel.
Well,
I've
you can't.
never had a conversation with this person and they don't like me. Made it very apparent in another chat. And I was just like, okay, don't like me. I don't care. But I
Yeah,
knew she wouldn't come up if I was up here.
this
So
is this is what I'm talking about. Like when I went in the chat, because I was watching on the sidelines, and I do that sometimes because it's funny. I've discovered it's funny. I like it. I'm not gonna like try to ease in and I'm not trying to like own the channel or I'm not even trying to be a part of it. I was on the sideline. I just wanted to say something because I couldn't take it anymore. I don't think I deserve to be whatever outburst she had. I blocked it right away because I wasn't dealing with it, and I don't even usually block anyone. I don't do that
yeah,
anymore. But I could tell by the chat response that there was some crazy things being said. If I trigger somebody that much by just saying a joke or saying hello, then you probably might have a problem.
yeah. I don't even think I've ever interacted with that person
Hmm.
that's on the screen.
Well, you're going to be judged because clearly some people judge a whole group of people by a chat that they go in. That's being closed minded and judgmental because there might be lots of people in that group that have things in common with you. Just like me going in raps, there might be lots of people in there that have good in their hearts and they might have things in common with me. I bet there is.
Yeah, I
And
think I missed the newsflash that I've been tattooed since before I was 18. So I've dealt with people judging me forever.
oh, yeah. Yeah, they will judge tattoos. Yep.
Like, it's not anything new in my life to be judged by someone. I just opted a very long, long time ago to not care.
Yeah. But not
And that,
everybody can do that, even if they say that.
well, and that's what's weird about like social media. Like, do you not watch it before you decide to just go in and like go live or join a panel? Like, you have to see that that happens everywhere, right?
Yeah. I guess you take that risk and some don't really know.
And I'm so sick of hearing the whole everyone has a right to privacy. Well, just like I'm sure every celebrity out there wants their privacy,
Yeah.
when you go public, you're taking that risk of if someone wants to look into you, whether they're curious, whether you've said something that they question, whatever the reason is, like you kind of give up that right. You're rolling the dice when you put yourself out there publicly, period.
And that's what Constant Sue was saying, like when she goes on Ernie's panel, if she's trying to explain, like she's only looking into the stuff that you put out that you're claiming, because I
Hmm.
can see how some of them, from their perception, they're thinking of her as a stalker. but the information's being put out. The more you put out, and if you're gonna, throw out attacks and stuff, then you got to be prepared for the backlash, right? I
Yeah.
mean, it's gonna happen.
I mean, it happens on all social media. It's not just a YouTube problem or a celebrity problem. It happens on Twitter. It happens on Instagram. It happens on all of them. It doesn't matter. If you put yourself out there, you take that risk. You take the risk of being looked into. You take the risk of being judged, hated,
Hmm.
whatever. It comes with the territory.
Well, because
Now,
I've seen it,
for
yep,
subscribers that keep to themselves and just try and chat, no, I don't think anyone should like look into them and try and figure out who they are.
yeah,
But once you choose to be public and speak, it's a whole different game.
yeah. You open yourself up to it, and that's what Constance is saying. If you're dealing with children, there shouldn't be a problem. Explain
Mhm.
this, that, and I get where she's coming from. I went up originally because like I said, I thought it was happening to D Boss. She was kind of getting ganged up on. I kind of always tend to gravitate towards underdogs. I don't know, I guess, or want to help them. And then I helped some. I thought I was helping. Oh, all things in life. I helped her a little bit, and then it was Constance that came up. And when I ever saw her go on again today, I was like, oh man, I got to go up there again. But I know Ernie won't let me up now because he kicked me off the panel when I was helping her the previous night. Like last night on Raps when he was streaming, it was Constance again up there, and I was like, I should go up there again, but he won't let me up. He probably blocked me from StreamYard.
Or he's just going to go on the attack if he
Yeah, well,
does.
I only wanted to go up there because to tell the other person to shut up so Constance could talk. That's basically what I was going to do, kind of in a nice way, I think, unless she got ugly.
Yeah, I mean, you never just go off on people for no reason. Like,
Well, some people do, like LB just said. That's what I'm saying. I just went in and said, I'm not trying to take over Rap's chat or something. It's just funny. That's it. That's how
yeah,
you get more people in your channel if you're friendly and everything. If you want your channel to grow, if you're gonna be closed minded and judge a whole group of people, like I'm saying, then that will stunt your channel growth.
yep,
There's no conspiracy. I'm not working with Jimbo to take over Rap's chat. It was just funny. I'm putting it out there. This general message. It was funny.
yeah.
I never saw the humor in Rap before, and in that his Smoky Mountain Mama's seems pretty cool, because I was a tiger and I was closed minded. I'm trying to change my ways.
Yeah, you're trying to grow as a human, not.
Yeah, yeah, because I don't like when it's done to me. And that one person that was hating on me in the chat, I heard the most horrible things said to a human being. Poor Gypsy, things about wanting her buried in the ground and her flesh rotting off, and it was the most disturbing, graphic
Yeah,
hatred.
those are the people that I'm saying they should not be allowed to have a channel. That's why there should be like psych evaluation of some sort. Like, you
But
can't go online and
yeah,
say those things.
it just strikes me as a little psychologically screwed up. I mean, I get if you don't like Gypsy, you had a problem. She got in a fight with a person. We all know who that is. BDAC. She said her apologies. She's paid for it. She's done everything she could. She took everything off. But this person keeps over and over again posting her private stuff and then wished her dead under the ground with her flesh rotting and falling off. Who does that?
Right.
Because she got in a fight with BDAC. That's their fight. I mean, I stick up for your friend if you want, but wish her rotting in the ground. She's had
Yeah.
enough loss in her life. She doesn't deserve that.
I mean, if you have something like, even if you're standing up for your friend, like, at least say something that's factual and gives to the conversation or argument. Don't just say disgusting, vile things because you're mad. Like,
Yeah.
keep those
They,
thoughts to yourself, at least, if you're going to have them.
Truth hurts. Thank you. I was trying to thank all the people that stood up and said something for me last night. I really appreciated that because I was starting to feel like crap because I already wasn't going to post anything, and I finally said, "Well, let me post real quick. Fluffy's in here. Maybe Fluffy goes in Jimbo's chat. You know what I mean?" And it just triggered somebody really badly, and I wasn't trying to trigger anyone. And I appreciate everyone that stood up for that. It's very strange to be so hateful.
Mm-hmm.
But she has, a lot of people support her. That's cool. I used to be friendly with her and Ernie's. That's what I don't understand. Is it just because I'm in Jimbo's? I have a couple of
Yeah.
haters now. I have a couple of haters because I watch Jimbo's channel and I'm friends with him. Well, oh well. That doesn't make me bad.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, who's out of all the channels you've watched, who's the one person that never told you you had to choose? You know,
Exactly.
So why would you not?
I know. And there's other people that watch Jimbo's and are his mod that go there. You know what I mean? Fluffy, for instance.
At the end of the day, we're all humans. We're not gonna like
Oh,
everyone. We
Fluffy!
don't have to be friends with everyone. We just have
Right when
to
I said
be decent humans.
Fluffy, did you just come in here now? I said I said a general hello and something was pissing me off. When Rap was streaming last night, somebody on the panel, on Ernie's panel, was annoying the hell out of me, so I made a comment. It was funny. And I triggered somebody in his chat. That's a mod. And some people stood up for me and were nice about it. And I'll try not to comment again. Hey, I'm trying to break chat segregation, so I'm going to have to be prepared for this, I guess. I went into Traders chat a while ago, and the next day I saw a whole bunch of comments, on other channels. Oh my gosh, did you see Sarah going Trader? She's from Jimbo's. No, I'm just Sarah. I'm Sarah. I'm my own person. We are all our own people. We go to channels we like. We might be friends with them, but you can't judge a whole group of people like that. I mean, you can, but it's you're closed minded then, because there's probably people in all these groups that we all have things in common with. You know,
I mean,
for
I'm
me,
sure. I'm sure that at some point, me and Sarah won't agree on something. That doesn't mean we have to.
we're not supposed to.
We're not. We don't have to have like an all-out war and say horrible things. We can hear each other out and respect each other's opinions and still be friends at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
even if we weren't friends, we could still coexist. It's not the end of the world just because someone doesn't agree with you.
Yeah, I've gone into a couple chats, and for instance, two different chats that there's two people. One is a guy that made a video on me that I don't even know, so I think he was put up to it. So, anyways, I saw him chatting, and I coexisted, and he didn't say anything to me. I didn't say anything bad to him because it's somebody else's chat, and I'm not going to
Mm-hmm.
disrespect that person. If he didn't say anything to me, why do I'm
Right.
not going to back. I don't understand why the person did it, but still.
And I mean, if they do say things that are that bad that hurt your feelings, you could just block them so you don't see their comments.
That's what I did in Rap's chat
I
because there
mean,
was one
I've
mod
never
that.
blocked anybody, but a lot of people have blocked me, which, okay.
Well, I know another person that goes around blocking a lot of people and says that it gives her a lot more peace. But I didn't want to do that, and plus I'm a
Mm-hmm.
mod on a lot of channels, so if I block them, I won't be able to see them. But I
Right.
just decided it was for the best. Actually, I was told a while ago not to ever go in Rap's chat by a mod, her Jody. I heard it through the grapevine that she flipped out on a video on a live and said, "I blocked you, Sarah. You're not allowed in Rap's chat." And I'm like, "What the hell? I don't even talk to Jody. What is she talking about?" It was because another time I think I put something in Rap's chat was funny because like I said, I watch it once in a while. They were streaming Ernie, and I said one quick comment, like it was something very small. Well, Jody must have saw it. I guess it triggered her too, and I don't know if she's still one of Rap's mods, but she in a live she made a statement. Sarah Smiles is not allowed in Rap's chat, and I blocked her. Well, guess what? I'm not blocked because I said something last night.
Right.
So I don't even know if she's a mod or not.
Yeah, it's just like my chat. There's only been, I think, one.
What happened?
Did I miss?
What? I thought. Oh, Fluffy, you're nice to everybody. What are you getting called a name for? I don't understand. The chat. That's something I'm not gonna get. I'm sorry, Fluffy, and I get that. That's not right, and I can't understand why anyone would call you that because you don't even go around causing any problems.
Yeah, I don't even have my mods block people unless they're like they get their warning, then they get timed out, and then they get blocked. But that's only. It's not even if they come after me. It's if they're going after like my guests.
Yeah.
Generally, that only truly applies if it's a crime case because I don't want a family member or an advocate to be harassed.
Yeah. Right.
But like other than that, I don't care. Say what you want.
Mm-hmm. I get it. Was that yesterday, Fluffy? I can't see them doing that. The people I knew before, because I was their mod when they first started. So their channel was based on bullying against Ernie. When they started their channel, and
Yeah,
I've still not said anything bad about them. And I thought I don't know. I know a bunch of us got our wrenches taken, but I know people like did the big divide, and then like different groups got together and stuff. I get it, if you don't want certain people around anymore because you're with a other group, but many of us haven't said a word or anything bad about them. If they want to do that kind of a thing, that's cool. I don't
Also,
understand it.
how I don't understand how some of these channels are like, we started our channels to stop bullying, but yet that's what they do every day now is bully. And I'm like, how are you any better than who you were standing up against supposedly?
Yeah,
It makes
that
zero
one
sense to me.
that one confuses me, I will say. But I still haven't said anything bad about them, so and I
Yeah.
can't imagine Fluffy would because I'm from the stand. Okay, so that means that I would if I go and raps in there, then that means they'll probably say that to me. That's what I mean. Like, why? If does that channel creator want that? Some of the other mods say no, and some say yes. So I don't know. Maybe they think that that's what they want to block all people that go in Jimbo's chat. I'm just saying, all this behavior stunts channel growth.
Well, and then that's the other thing, like lumping everyone into one thing. Like just because me and you are at the stand,
Yeah,
automatically we're all of these horrible things too. You know nothing about us really.
yeah. That's the closed mind attitude.
It's so ridiculous.
And some people,
And
I
then
guess,
they get mad because we don't give them a chance or we don't come over there and hear their side. Well, why would we? You're
yeah.
trashing us for no reason.
Hmm. Yeah. Oops, I dropped something. Doesn't make sense to me. Oh. Oh, was it? Let me see. Oh, was she? Oh, because she probably did a live earlier, right? Talking. It was in Mama T's chat when Jimbo went up. Huh? Jimbo went up there?
I think last night. That's what they're talking
Oh,
about.
really? Was it late?
Yeah, that's the one I woke up like as it was ending
I didn't know that.
before Jimbo went live.
Oh, I didn't even know that. How did I miss that? I
She
gotta
took
do
her down.
one thing real quick.
I think it's worse than high school. It's like elementary playground bullying at this point. I don't think it qualifies as high school drama.
It really does remind me of high school. Some of it, yes, definitely, with the clicks and stuff. And that's why I'm like, uh, if spread the message about the chat segregation for, because I know there's got to be other people that are open minded that don't like it, from all sides. So the more that try, the more that it's better, you know. And I guess I got to be prepared for getting freaking called names for it.
Exactly, Donna. And I heard that at the beginning of the year, like they're gonna even be more strict on some stuff, but I haven't looked to see what all the changes are supposed to be.
I've heard a lot about that too.
I've heard it's not gonna be good for some channels.
I think maybe they're I don't know if they're getting a lot of complaints or why they it sounds like a big change. I have no idea what it means, but
I should probably look into that.
when you apply to be a YouTube, okay, a real person looks at your channel. Okay, I didn't know that. See what it's about.
Which, if it's the change that I think it's gonna be, the only thing that will change for me is I'll have to get monetized at one point so that I can move my late night chats and do like a members only thing
Uh-huh.
or something like that. Just because of like the language aspect of it, because it's usually when we're a little more just open with everything. We don't really take the time to think about the words we're using because it's not a serious topic generally.
Yeah, this is exactly it. Chase of justice. That's what I'm saying. But some people it seems like can move more freely. Are they just more accepted because they already took the bashing initially? Because the whole thing is I said something in the chat last night, just one thing, and I totally triggered somebody in there, and they totally hated on me. I just blocked them, but they were saying horrible things like it was a conspiracy. No, nope. I just thought it was something funny, and I wanted to comment. That's it. And LB, that's the same thing. Like I feel like, and that's why I had to. It's almost like I had to get brave to do that post. And look what happened. Hatred. I've never seen anyone say anything about you, LB, but that's what I'm talking about. I personally have never seen anyone say anything about you. But apparently I have some haters now. Big changes are coming. And for me, if somebody's saying something I don't like against someone I like, or call a friend, I'm just gonna leave, and I've had to deal with that before. You just leave. I mean, that's what I do anyway, because I don't want to listen to it. I'm not gonna start an uproar in the chat because it's not gonna help. I'm just gonna walk away. But some chats do tell their subs not to go to other. I've seen it. Don't
Mm-hmm.
go to that channel, and then they say that they've never said that. I've seen it.
I've seen a lot of them trying to tell them to mass flag too,
Oh yeah, that's a big one. I've seen a lot of that too.
especially in the past week. It seems to be even worse than usual.
But all these flaggings, when they happen, doesn't a real person have to validate it and see if it's like an actual thing that happened? They can't just take it away or cause it a strike, right? Do they have to actually look into it?
Yeah.
How that works? So nothing's gonna happen even with the flagging, then, right? It's just gonna maybe pause it for a while or stop
Yeah.
it.
But they would probably temporarily take down whatever the video was that was getting flagged while they looked into it, and then once they realized that it was false flagging, they just put the video back up for whoever.
Mm-hmm. So some of the people that are newer in here that just came in, I was talking about, I'm just trying to fight against chat segregation because I've, recently opened my mind from when I was in the Tiger chat, and I start seeing, I'm trying to, I see goodness in people I didn't see before because I was more closed minded. So I'm trying to be more open minded, and I see good in people that I didn't see before, and vice versa. I'm checking more things out. Some things are funny to me. There's no conspiracy. I'm not working with anyone. Nope. Don't have time for that. I live as a 24-hour caregiver to a sick child. Okay. Nope. I got better things to do than plot and work against people on YouTube. But I got a big backlash last night from just one comment. I guess one person flipped out in the chat because I was in there. I guess it's because I watched Jimbo's channel, and I am friends with him. But that doesn't mean. I mean, if you want to judge a whole group of people because of a chat they're in, then you're closed minded because there's probably a lot of people in there, or you might have things in common with. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to judge Rap's whole chat. That's what, if I did that, I'd be doing the same thing that person did to me. No, because I see people in there that are funny, and some people are good because they stood up for me. So fuck chat segregation.
I don't think I've ever had an issue with LB.
No, she was always nice when I was in Mama T's. She came in there, and she was, brave enough on her own when that channel was new to come in. And like Mama T said, don't bother her. She doesn't bother me. She hasn't said anything bad about me anywhere. And she was accepted in there. She never did anything bad.
Mm-hmm.
And she was, saying earlier in the comments that she's had backlash and people, talk. I've never seen anyone say anything about her, so I can't say. But that's the kind of thing I'm dealing with now. And I have a couple haters too. I think it's because I'm in Jimbo's. I'm seeing a lot of weird hate texts against me. And I'm sure there'll be a live today because Sarah commented in Rap's channel because I thought it was funny. Isn't that what the channel's about? Humor?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go laugh, go laugh. You're not hurting anybody. It's so stupid.
No, he was streaming Ernie and it was funny.
I mean, we can't help that his commentary is more entertaining than Ernie himself.
Well, I used to think when I was a Tiger, he was the troll and mean, and now I see things that are not like I thought. You know what I mean? And I guess that goes along with mods being on the same page too, because a bunch of mods stood up for me, but one started all the drama.
Mm-hmm.
It's his channel, so he could tell. You know what I mean? I would just suggest that I think it's good for channels to have them all on the same page. And it's kind of weird if a mod attacks people unless that channel owner told them all to attack me or something. Like they're not all on the same page.
What was it that got said about me this morning? That I'm emotionally
Oh, you got called a man. You have a man jaw. He said all kind of weird shit about you that's appropriate.
being emotionally an emotional wreck or something, and I'm like,
Yep.
ask my family how many times they ever see me actually show emotion.
He called you all kinds of names this morning.
Absolutely ridiculous.
And he was very inappropriate to Constance again.
Yeah, imagine that.
He said something about, like, I'm not going to repeat it, it had to do with he made sexual innuendos with
Mhm.
her and Jimbo, and I got that clipped.
Yeah. Like what?
I
But I mean, he tried to imply I wasn't faithful to my husband the other night, so I had to wake up my husband in the middle of the night
Oh, so she did have a live. Was it about me? I guess because I went raps. Probably.
and have Mr. Chaotic answer his stupid
This
questions.
is my problem. This is what I did before, and I'm drawn to it, and I can't shut it off. I guess it's one of my downfalls, and it's also a good thing. It's a double-edged sword for me. It is. It's what happens. That's what I did before in the Tigers, and that didn't end well for me. Yeah, he did. He totally did that, and I have it clipped. Text 1 second.
You're fine.
It was my reminder call.
I mean, at the end of the day, no matter whether I like somebody or not, there's very few that I actually have a problem with. And it's things that affect, like, everyone, not me.
This is a lot of it. Yep.
They're very big, like, concerning things that I have problems with those few people. So, I don't care. The name sounds familiar, but I can't think of why the name sounds familiar, Gypsy.
Oh, I didn't. I think I don't know if he blocked me. I wonder when I was on the panel trying to help Constance, but I feel like he purposely kicked me off so that all those other people could attack her. But she can handle herself. She's a tough broad. Hey, D boss. oh man, what I feel like I wanted to say something to you. I can't remember. Well, it was nice chatting with you the other day. I keep when new people come in, I keep having to retell my thing, but I don't want to drive everyone crazy and keep. I'm trying to fight chat segregation, D boss. If people go in other chats, a lot of times they're told, get out. You're from so and so's chat, but that makes people close minded and not willing to see people for who they are. Like me, I'm trying to do that and be more open minded and check out chats I never used to think about checking out. Rap as an example, I used to think not good, but I've seen some good in them and funny. And Smoky Mountain Mama too, because I've listened to some things. I can't agree on everything, but I still see some things that are funny. I don't like how some people treat people that I think are friends, but I can't
Mm-hmm.
I can't control everything. If something's bothering me, I could just leave. I wish a lot of people would see good things that we do, but maybe some will someday, maybe some won't, but
Yeah, I don't know.
just getting old and like pretty horrible here. The hatred, the stuff I hear, it's just sickening.
I mean, if
And
we can't even all figure out how to coexist on YouTube, how do they think that the world's ever going to be better?
yeah, that's a good point. I mean, we're all adults. Some of us clearly are here to escape things, and we don't need it. We don't. A lot of us are going through tough shit. That was disgusting. Absolutely, chasing justice. I clipped it. The one with the CUM and everything, talking to her like that. Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
And how he talked about chaotic. I have no idea why he said that.
I don't know,
And he
but
came on my panel. He came on my panel the other night and was swearing at her. And I'm now clipped, and I'm now on Savannah's channel. I made it to Savannah's. I'm not an adult. I'm 53. Yes.
and that's the other thing. Why is it I can't have a conversation with someone and it not be reported the next day that I attacked them?
Yeah, and that's another side we've brought up before. A lot of a lot of the fighting and anger here is due to rumors because one person says one thing, it goes to the next person and it changes a little bit. Kind of like the telephone experiment in school. Remember the little
Hmm.
telephone ring in the cups? And
Hmm.
it goes to the next person, whisper, and then you know what I mean? It changes a little. So I've seen people say, "Oh, so and so did this, says this or that," and then I see it a little different, and then they go, "Oh, they did." No, they didn't. You know what I mean? Then that gets they believe that rumor, but a lot of these rumors can be squashed by just checking it yourself or go watch the clip, go see what they said.
Right.
Most of the stuff's on here. Some people delete things, but there's a lot of people that are putting up the dirty deletes, as they're called.
I don't know. There's been a lot here lately where I've had conversations with people, and then the next day I hear everybody saying I was attacking whoever, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't attack them, but
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But no, you got torn up this morning, but I'm glad you heard it at least.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, like I was saying, that's cool. You can just let it roll off your back, but a lot of us
Yeah.
we like to think we can, but some of us can't, and it's
Yeah,
not.
it sucks for the ones that it does actually bother or their feelings do get hurt or whatever. Like, I feel sorry for those people,
What the hell?
but influencing
Wait,
each other. What?
title, title. Oh, where to go? Titled. I heard from BDX. She wants. Wait, you heard from him? I haven't seen him. I don't know if he saw I wrote something. I was just glad he got out for holidays. I don't know if he saw it or not. I mean, I know everybody's done horrible things to certain people and stuff, but at the same time, I don't want to see anyone um be hurt in a hospital or anything like that because I have family in the hospital right now. You know, my grandma's in the hospital right now with 50% oxygen, and so I have another 10-year-old relative that had open heart surgery and she's not doing good. Like I wouldn't want anyone to wish that on me.
Well, I hope your video goes viral, Alicia.
Damn it, I'm gonna be on Savannah's again.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I titled all my clips. He's skip tracing her. He's skip tracing her Christmas tree. Like I was having fun with the titles. That's what he was doing. Skip tracing her tree, her house, her dogs. Yeah, they can, and it's all right. But a lot of it, I think, can be avoided if you just leave. And the rumors are causing a lot of problems. Just go on to the next chat. I mean, I do that sometimes. I'm not going to say that some of it doesn't bother me, but I just shut it out so I don't have to hear it. Like
Yeah.
when people have made a couple videos on me, I can't imagine what. I'm not going to listen to them. I don't need that. I'm not going to let you have that. Let somebody else listen to it. Oh, my dog says so too. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Get over here. Hey. Fix. Oh, I have a guest. Do I have another guest? No, that's you. Said I had a guest.
Weird.
Trying to fix a setting here. Sit. Sit.
Uh-oh, we lost. Oh. Uh-oh. What is
Really
happening?
weird. All right, never mind. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it keeps kicking you in and out.
You know what I was doing? I was trying to put my camera on for the dog. It wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me show my dog.
Well, that's not very.
Complaining. I know. What's up with that? I put him on YouTube sometimes. All right, you go there. Go on to bed. It's a big mouth when somebody walks by. I'm outside in the freezing. Oh, what's up, Rockin' Robin? Now look at this. We have a lot of people in here that are in other groups. Nobody's fighting.
It's amazing, isn't it?
And I like a lot of people that are, you all go in different groups. I mean, it's not necessary. I'd say the best thing too would be like if more people stand up when they see like wicked, hateful things like wishing someone's flesh falls off underground and stuff like that's just an example because that sounds like a psychological exam might be needed. No offense.
Yeah.
I found that one the most disturbing I've heard yet. Or like Rockin' Robin came on my panel once and got there was another panel guest that just kept doing weird things like a child going because she wanted to talk over her and like I had no experience with that person before and I kept muting her and she kept unmuting it. I was like trying to figure that out. Is there a way you can mute a guest and they can't turn it back on?
I think if
She kept unmuting herself. She did it like 15 times and I didn't know what to do. Or do you
I
I
don't
should
know,
have
I don't think I've ever actually had to mute one of my guests.
well I Rap
I
and Robin were trying to conversate. I'm not
now
saying it was the
that
best conversation, but she was getting involved, so I couldn't, like I was just trying to let them say what they wanted to say. But
right. I mean, you could have just removed one from studio temporarily and
yes,
back.
LB, yes, LB, it really happened. And actually, I think it might be a person from a group you might go in. I think it was the same person that got really mad last night and thought it was a conspiracy because I said one sentence in Rap's chat because I was hanging out. I lurk watch sometimes because I was saying I'm more open minded now and I watch other channels that I didn't watch and I just usually don't comment. But it was so funny I had to say something.
Is any Pat's flirting with us, showing us some leg? Is that what's going on in
Ooh,
the chat right
ooh,
now?
leg. What did Alicia say? Yeah, it did happen. So another it was the hatred was directed at Gypsy Soul. She did have a like everybody knows she had a her between her and BDAC they had an issue. Gypsy Soul also was very apologetic and she paid greatly for it, probably more than a lot of people would, and apologized, put up a video. Trust me, she suffered from it and is very sorry. And this person keeps posting her personal business, and I heard her say on a live that she hopes she goes underground and rots and all her flesh rots and falls off. And it was like very graphic, like stuff like that. I'm just paraphrasing. I don't know how it was exactly said, but I think if you it was a fight between two other people, I can't imagine over a verbal argument that you would wish that on someone. I just found it very disturbing. It's me and Chaotic Beauty.
For some reason, the system's glitching, so things are just deciding to work when they want to.
Yeah, it's weird. Like my chat, the second day in a row.
She didn't
It
have a chat at all for a while, and then neither of us had a picture, and then all of a sudden her picture came back, but mine still hasn't. So
it seems to be more when I first start out. I can't see the chat the last two times, and people are talking, and then that's why I have the people, say I say text me if there's no chat, and then it appears when it wants to. But now it's fine. If you have people blocked, you can go into chats using incognito and see everyone in comments. Okay. Oh, okay. Somebody else, Leslie, told me about that recently. Incognito button, I think.
yeah.
But I did want to say something. I couldn't help it. It was funny. It was funny. Yeah, I don't either. She made a video about me once, and I don't know if I think I thought when it happened that might have been directed from Ernie because first day it was Gypsy and then the next me. I never watched it. I'm not going to, but it was after we left the Tiger Club. We were like banished. We were banished tigers, and it was just kind of coincidental that what I mean that those both came out. So I felt like it was done for him. I don't know, just a guess.
Rockin' Robin's blocking everybody.
Rockin' Robin is the master of blocking. Now she's the one who was telling me about how peaceful her chat is. So when I did my comment in Raps last night, I ended up blocking the person right away that had a problem. It was a mod that got really upset, and I triggered her, I guess. And I tried I was thinking of Rock and Robin, and I hit the block button, and I never do that. And I could tell by the comments that other mods were making that she was probably saying something really, I don't know, not very nice. But I had some nice people that stood up for me in there, other mods of Raps, and I appreciated it. And I thank two of them already that have come in here, because you can go into other chats and it's okay. It's not going to change unless other people do it and say it's okay. It's not even that I'm trying to make some big channel or something. It's just adults. We're hanging out. Some of us have stuff in common. Some of us are going through some shit,
I'm not gonna like call out any specific channel, but you know the ones that stream other people and then say those people would have no content without them?
Yeah.
What would happen if one half of all these channels stopped saying anything? Like, what would they report on then? Are they still gonna stream when they're not, you know what I mean? If they're not engaging, are they still gonna stream? Like, where would their content be? Because I'm very confused by that concept too.
Yeah. I've thought of that too. But some of the people that stream do, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like, they
Like
wouldn't have
I
report on.
heard that is that one going to be one of the new YouTube rules, or is that just a rumor next year, or
I
is
don't.
it?
I'm gonna look into what the new rules are here in a little bit. I think
Oh, you've actually seen some in writing?
I've seen people talking about it. I haven't like went into. I should be able to go into YouTube Studio. They're usually pretty good about like letting you know ahead of time the new things that are going to go into place and when. So I need to just go in there and look.
What? Sucking his undercarriage. Something to the effect of he has a lot of people who do it. Who's the undercarriage? Oh hell no! It not the does the undercarriage have stripes? Is it a striped undercarriage?
No.
Okay,
I
I didn't know if it was a tiger undercarriage. I missed that one, Fluffy. Oh, that was so nice, D Boss. When you said that, I think it touched my heart. That it touched your heart. I'm glad you. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. You saw the good in Alicia. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's what I'm going for.
but she was one of the few that seen it. Everybody else was trashing Alicia. Like, you can't win.
Yeah, but little steps at a time. If some people stand up for it, like the people that stood up for me in Raps, for instance, you know what I mean? Little bits, baby steps. If people try here and there, it might gradually be a little better, I guess. But more people have to stand up. More people have to not be afraid. It won't work unless more people do it.
Oh, I'll have to check that email. Because the email I use for people to get a hold of me isn't the same one my YouTube emails actually go to. So I'll have to look.
Yeah, that's another thing. If doing your own research, no, don't get tricked into rumors, because we can all easily fall into that. So and so said this. Just go look at it, get a screenshot. It's usually available on YouTube somewhere to verify. Try
Right.
to do it yourself. That's where a lot of problems come from, I swear. Oh, let me see.
What?
I
What
offered to do a
went
segment on
that's
what? Really? Wait, what? When was this? I offered to do a segment on autism with her and Sarah, and she went live telling us to fuck off, so I don't think so. What the hell? Oh my goodness. Okay then. Well, we should do our own then. But that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of us have things in common. A lot of us have kids with autism.
I mean, I tried the same thing, D-Boss, before it like got as bad as it is now, and we
Me,
see how that went for me.
yeah.
I
Me
mean,
too, Gypsy Soul. Oh man.
every day I'm sure there's people in here that can tell you every day I was like, stop addressing it. It's just fueling the fire. Ignore it.
But
You know,
sometimes it seems like we're getting somewhere. Little bits here
well,
and there. I thought we were the other night, a little bit.
when I was like, certain creator was asking me how to stop the drama, and I'm like,
Uh,
stop addressing it. That's how you stop it. on your part. That is how, and you tell your chat you don't want it in your chat. Like, and if you see it in your chat, you either, address that person not to talk about it in your chat, you time them out temporarily, you just ignore the comment altogether, whatever it takes. But you don't address it. That's how you stop it from being in your channel. I've said it day after day
Yeah,
after
that's
day, and it
that's
got me
yeah,
nowhere.
and that
Except
goes
mad at.
along. Yeah, you're right, and that goes along with what I said earlier about if you have a channel that has a lot of subs, maybe have mod meetings or just make sure they're all on the same page. If you want them to kick out all the people from another chat and you want to be closed minded, or you want to give people a chance if they're nice, I mean, like, you should all be on the same page. Because
Mm-hmm.
one person flipped out that's a mod, but then so many other mods stood up and that was good. But is that what he wants? Does he not want, you know what I mean? Like, it seemed like maybe they don't, I don't know. Being on the same page probably helps. I
I mean, I don't feel like I attacked you, D-Boss, but if you feel that way, I do apologize. But I thought we were having a fairly decent conversation and trying to figure out how to, like, maybe work together to get it to stop. But I don't think that either of us are going to win this.
I I very much enjoyed it and thought I appreciated it, and I enjoyed sitting on a panel when people aren't screaming at each other, and I think I was thinking in my mind at one point I should go to D Boss. I feel like we could like mediate for each other, kind of almost like, I just feel like we could help. I don't know, somehow. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, sure. Let me see. I might at one point have to my mom's blown up my phone and I have a grandma in the hospital not doing well. I just might have to read it for a second. But she gets a little dramatic too, so I'm just gonna check real quick,
Okay.
make sure nothing crazy's happened.
And I don't remember who said it, but they were talking about how they didn't stream anybody and always tell everybody to go, like, do your own research and look for stuff yourself. Like, it's one thing to, like, expose something or ask someone to take accountability for theirself, and I think you're doing it right because you are telling people to go, validate it for themselves. Well, but, like, the whole streaming someone else, like, just don't. There's no point in that.
I was checking if you could still hear me.
Now,
Yeah,
but
I
I
just got a text that's not very well. I didn't know if you could hear me when I was looking at it.
Who's
My
not very
grandmother's
well?
my grandmother's lungs are very scarred, and her oxygen was 50% yesterday, and they're gonna send her home with oxygen and let her go at home. It sounded like that's what they said.
Oh, Sarah, I'm sorry.
91,
You're,
but she's a boss lady. She's done so much in her life for 91,
yeah. I
She's
was
had
gonna
so
say,
many
you
kids.
still have your grandma. You're very lucky. I would do anything to have my grandma.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow, I'm sorry she's sick. That's horrible.
Well, I have another relative that's 10 years old that's in the hospital. She had a heart transplant a few weeks ago, and
10?
she got yeah, she got moved up on the priority list. The heart problems run bad in my family. I've lost a cousin at the age of 26 from whole heart problems, and my grandmother had a baby that died at 10 months old too from the heart. It's just a real bad thing in my family with hearts. So anyway, she had her transplant. She got moved to the priority because her liver and heart was shutting down her body because she's had multiple surgeries since birth. It's just been
Oh,
her whole life off in and out of hospitals.
Sarah.
Anyways, a Christmas miracle occurred and she got a heart. A heart came up and it was a match. So they, did the surgery emergency. It was a night surgery. I think it was 13 hours or something crazy like that. But anyways, after the surgery, she passed the first 48 hours flying colors. And then she developed an infection around her lungs and her heart. So she went back to ICU. It turned into I guess a staph. So they put a stent in there to like clear up some of the infection. So she's doing much better right now.
Oh
She's
my
doing a little better, but
gosh.
I was like, it was the perfect Christmas miracle to get her heart, because she's been needing one her whole life.
When we look at the stuff everybody's fighting about, and when we look at life, like what Sarah's talking about, like what
Yeah.
we're doing is so stupid and
I reflect
petty
on
and
I do reflect on it like that too. And then
yeah.
my own son, I'm a 24-hour caregiver. He can't even be in a room alone. I have a camera right now in my hand, in my other hand, because I have to go in the bathroom with him. He can't go in the toilet alone. I have to bathe him. He can't do anything by himself. I brush his teeth. And he's sick too, and he's fighting severe epilepsy, severe autism, and he gets kidney stones from the friggin' meds. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my
Like, he's blood.
gosh.
Do I need this shit? Do I need people hating
Right.
on cats because I go to gym?
Exactly.
Cat, fuck off. You
Where
know,
did you go to get did you go into rats and get bashed on?
only one sub did. They flipped out and thought it might have been a conspiracy that I was trying to like
Oh, okay.
get Jimbo in on the chat. And D boss, I swear, I was just watching from the side, really funny, and I just couldn't take not saying sharing something with somebody. That's all it was. I was genuinely honest. Like I've tried to be more open minded since I left the Tiger Club and look at people that I just shut out before, and I'm trying to see the good in other
Sure.
people, and I do see good in people I didn't see before.
Sure. And that's great. Like I mean I'm the same way. In chaotic there's no I don't want you to think there's any issue. I'm totally good with you.
I was
We are
I felt
I
like
went
I
and
felt like
sub to your
friend.
channel.
Thank you.
I mean I did say like you came at me aggressively, but then I did say that's I think that's your personality and
Yeah,
like you're just strong person
yeah,
and a strong woman and so I mean I have got nothing but respect for you and I mean there's not I have no issue with you at all, no issue at all.
Yeah, and I
So
mean, I'm pretty sure I said the other night, I've always liked you. I told you that I respected you. And all of that. So I didn't think
right,
there was, but I did see other people trying to spin the
of
narrative.
course.
I
Of
attacked you. I treated you horribly, and I was just like, seriously, people, like it's old. Like,
Because they're taking what I said and spinning it
mhm.
instead of listening to everything I said. Like, yes, she came at me, but I think that was like I said, you were like, you came out aggressively, but I think that that's who you are. Not aggressive, like in a
I'm
bad
just
way.
straight to
You're
the
just a
point,
strong one. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Like,
right?
you don't pussyfoot around. Like, you say what you mean, and you're done.
yeah,
Right.
And then Leslie was mad too, and I get that. I mean, I think she's mad at the wrong person, but I mean, I get it. There's a lot of emotion and I get it. I understand. So I have no problem with anybody. I'm glad that that was done, and yeah, I feel way better about it. So,
I mean, I think me
um,
and you understand each other. I think
totally.
obviously me and Sarah and me and Alicia, and I think you and Sarah and you and Alicia, I think we all understand each other.
yeah,
And if
totally.
more people open their minds, it probably could be a more positive community altogether. But
Yeah,
until other people start looking at things the way we've chosen to, it's not going to, sadly.
No. And I'm tired of being in a box and I'm tired of like
oh,
I don't I need to stop judging people and I think that I don't even know if I judge people, but I just need to stop my crap and that's where I have to start. I've got
Mhm.
to stop contributing to the bullshit and just walk away from it and not let myself get to the point where I'm so angry that I'm saying crap I don't mean,
yeah.
and I'm bad, and I don't want to do that anymore. So
Well, it's funny.
because I truly don't hate anybody. I don't dislike anybody. I don't even know anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you being put in, like you just said, feeling like you're in a box, it wouldn't
that's
Yeah.
how
matter if
I felt.
you said something the nicest, most sugar coated way possible. They're going to pick it apart and twist it into what they want it to be. It's not going to
And
matter.
that's it. And that's it. And I hate that.
That
I've
is
heard,
so true.
yeah, who's up here?
Alicia.
Okay, sorry. Hi, Alicia.
Hi, D Boss. Thank you so much for the nice words that you said about me the other day. I think you might be one of the very few that seen what I was trying to do.
Oh, I don't, you are so sweet. I missed the Liberators, show when you were on it. I saw the very end when you got kicked off, and I didn't go back and listen to it. But then that night, you came on and asked Jimbo like all those questions you had written down. So I listened to that, and I thought, wow, this woman is something else. Like, you and I could tell Jimbo really respected you, like, because he didn't get upset. He sat and answered your questions, and I don't know, like, you just touched my heart. Like, you're a good person, and I think we all need to strive to follow your example.
I
So,
think it's great you saw the honesty in it and what it was, what it was
yes,
for.
Well, I just asked him the questions that the Liberators and Nicolina asked me, like, because, I went on there to talk about something completely different, but I was attacked on Jimbo and the fact that I'm in his chat. And
right,
started asking me, well, do you support him when he does this? Do you support him because he does this? And I don't know a lot of the stuff they even asked me. So
right,
what I did is I like tried to go over after I got off and remember like everything it was they asked me. And then I just asked Jimbo if, I could ask him those questions that I was asked so I could hear his answer, that he had for it. I'm not, for one, I'm not Jimbo. So how was I supposed to answer a bunch of questions about his personal life, you know?
right, right.
And for two, I don't feel like anybody should speak for anybody. So if they have those questions for Jimbo, then I will ask them. And hopefully they, take the answer given. If not, then oh well.
Sure,
But
sure. Yeah, no,
And it
you did.
was and it looked you could tell it was organic and not rehearsed too, in my opinion.
Exactly, exactly.
You
I
saw it
don't
from
know. It just opened my eyes to like how I should be and how I want to be and how I am really inside. And I need to do better. And I see Stone Gator in the chat. And yes, I do owe you an apology, Stone Gator. I have talked shit about you and I apologize to you. And
that's what we're
um
working on now, trying to
one of the reasons I did say crap about you was the whole issue with people getting money, and they were bashing like I'll use Mama T as an example. Like, if Mama T got money or Jimbo got money for whatever, a bill or a light bill or whatever bill, and then like, you were asking for money too. Like, rap was going around saying you asked for your light bill to get paid. Yet you're bashing people who got the same kind of help that you were asking for, if that makes sense. It's like being a hypocrite. So I apologize. I should have never talked crap about you. It's not my business what goes on in your life, who gives you money. And I just don't like people being a hypocrite. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody gives somebody money and I'm like, oh, Jimbo got fucking money and whatever, he's an e-bagger, he's a scammer, he's this, he's that. And then tomorrow I turn around and be like, oh, can you pay my light bill for me, please? Can you all pay my light bill for me? Like that. I hate that hypocrite
so
part of it.
it's interesting. You feel like you're seeing that hypocrisy, and I myself personally, I feel like I'm seeing a lot of that around. So
mm,
maybe everyone sees it everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel
And
like I see it a lot.
but I should not be getting involved in it. If I want to donate to somebody, I'm going to donate to somebody, but it's not my job to judge that person who's asking for money or maybe bashing somebody else asking. Like, that's their thing, and I need to stay out of it because that's where all the trouble starts. That's where all the hate starts. That's where all the drama and the lies and the rumors start, because for me, for instance, if I'm like talking mad shit about Stone Gator getting out and then other people jump on that bandwagon, and then other people, and then creators are jumping on that and that's got to stop.
It
That's
goes
got
in a
to stop.
goes in a circle along with the rumors.
It kind of has to
So
be a lot like politics, like, that good for me, not for thee thing, where
right,
they'll sit there and they'll say, this is so wrong, and we're totally against it, and we demand this, and we demand that. And then whenever they're the ones that are doing it, it's okay at that point. And both sides of like the politics do that. You see it all the time. I feel like that's the way that it is on YouTube too. And
Yeah.
then the supporters of whoever are all for, their creator that they're following getting away with this bad stuff, bad behavior or hypocrisy or whatever it is. Um,
right.
but then when the opposing person does the exact same thing that their creator just did, they're horrible for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Stone Gator, I'm sorry if you, I mean, you can be mad at me, and I understand.
I
I
have an issue with you calling me a hypocrite because I'm not a hypocrite. You're listening to lies from people who hate me, and it really hurts because I don't get money at all. And when I do talk about Cash Apps on my channel, it's because I've been called a tragedy pump, and my subs know it's a joke. I never got help from anyone. I don't care. I do my own no matter what I have to do to
Maybe they're
get to do my own. And being called a hypocrite is not cool at all because you're listening to lies. You never saw me. You don't know anything about me other than what my haters are saying. And that
right, but
really hurts.
you have to remember that I'm probably sub to those haters, and they're the ones that are spewing that hate and putting that information out. That's what I'm saying. I have to stop that. I can't help what they do, but I have to stop continually spreading that. Does that make sense to you? Like,
Yeah, but
okay,
you think I'm a hypocrite though, and I'm not.
it's a
but
group
for
of
instance, okay, so I heard that you got help. I don't need, I shouldn't, I don't even want to talk about it. I,
You heard though, that's the problem. Like you've never come in my channel to even listen to my lives. All
I
you
think
know
no,
is
no,
what you hear from your haters.
I have tried to come in your channel unblocked. I
But
have.
that's what she's up here for too, Gator, is she's up here to say that she has had that type of behavior before. She
Yeah.
realizes that it's wrong and she doesn't want to do it anymore, so she's apologizing for it.
So
Yeah.
you don't think I'm
we're
a
trying
hypocrite? Like that's what's bothering me.
No, no, I don't. And it's not my business. I don't care if you got $500 from somebody, $300 from somebody. That's not my business, you know? I don't care, and I shouldn't care. It's just like I'm
I
being the
just want
hypocrite.
you to know that I'm not like what Nicolina and Rap and Southern Girl make me out to be. I'm nothing like that. And I'll unblock you on my channel because you apologize. I just don't want anyone to think that I'm a hypocrite because what I say is the truth. I have no reason to lie to anyone.
Look, I get that, and I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, and I'm sure I've hurt a lot of people's feelings by the stuff that has come out of my mouth, which again is not me. I would never, if I knew you in real life, I would never in a million years talk to anybody like that or call somebody a scammer. If you asked me for money, I would give it to you. I would never call you a hypocrite or anything like that. Like everything has turned so toxic that it has made me into this person I don't even know. And that's where I've got to stop. I've got to stop contributing to it because it's gross. It's gross to me. So
I
I apologize.
appreciate it. I appreciate your apology, but just to let you know, like something about me, my car has been broke for almost 2 months. My 15-year-old sister walks to school 2 miles every day and back, and I have to walk where I need to go. I've never asked for a dime to fix my car. Never asked for a dime. And that's
and
who I am. And I
I
just want you to
believe
know it.
you, but it's the people that are talking about like okay, so okay, for instance, I don't even know if you want me to even repeat any of this because I
Well, I
feel
know what they're
gross
saying.
for.
I just want you to know that they are lies, and I'm not like that. And I accept your apology, and I hope you get the chance to know who I really am, D-Boss.
Okay, yeah, and I'm good with that. And I apologize for listening to other people and taking it and running with it because
Thank you.
that is not what I should be doing. Whether it happened, didn't happen, I should not be taking that information that everybody's spewing out. Like if I stop doing that, maybe another person will stop doing it, and another person, another person. If I just turn away, and I can only look out for what I'm doing. So I apologize to you if I hurt your feelings, if I I know I said some crappy stuff, so I apologize. And you don't have to accept my apology, but I
I
genuinely
do,
apologize.
and I'll unblock you. I appreciate it, and I also appreciate you taking that first step to trying to help.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, something's got to give.
I think there would be a lot of less hurt feelings, and a lot of people would benefit from if a creator says something about someone else, or the chat saying something about somebody else, and you don't know it to be true. And if you care for any reason, like just to say, I don't care what I hear about a lot of people, like any of you, like, because I know people just run their mouths. But if for some
Yeah,
reason I cared because it was somebody that was a close friend of mine or whatever, and something was being said about them, I would go to the source, or I'd research it myself. I'd look to see where they're getting this information from, something like that. And then I would go and
absolutely.
I'd talk to that person, you know.
And that's what needs to start happening. Like, just for instance, if somebody said to me, oh yeah, Stone Gator got $500 for me and she
I
didn't
wish
pay
I
me
got
back.
$500 for real. Shit.
But you know what I'm saying? Got $500. So let's just say this person went on panel or, up on their channel and said that. I should not, first of all, I shouldn't even be letting that bother me to the point where I'm going to bully somebody. Like, that's ridiculous.
Mhm.
But then I'm looking at, okay, well, I'm loyal to this creator, and then this lady over here scammed this person because they're saying she scammed him out of $500 or her out of $500. That's where, instead of me just backing away or going to you and being like, hey, did this really happen or what? And really, it's not my business. But if I thought it was my business, I should go to you, is what should happen. It's
Yeah,
just, I don't know. It's gotten to be a toxic, nasty, gross place. Like, I was proud of Jimbo last night coming up on Mama T's, and I've got hate on that. Mama T's gotten hate on that for him coming up there. Um, and I, people don't want. There's a lot of people who don't want peace, and I can't speak for them, and I can't change them. All I can do is change myself, and then hopefully somebody will watch what I'm doing and lead by example. I guess.
I think we should
So,
all take what people say with a grain of salt on here, anyways, because
yes,
we know that there's a mass group of people who just word vomit a bunch of stuff out of their mouths that aren't true as soon as they get the least bit angry or mad at somebody for something. It could be as simple as they think somebody said something about them, or they took something somebody said the wrong way, or somebody told them somebody else said something about them, or
yeah,
whatever. Sometimes the reasons why people hate others are so petty, it's ridiculous, and then they
right,
just over exaggerate it, and they get so angry and they just spew out a bunch of stuff
yep.
that is completely made up, you
And
know.
then another person takes that. So let's say a creator I may like says that, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, that person did that. What a scum. So then I take it and I start running my mouth, and then somebody who likes me will say, oh, well, D Boss is saying that, so I'm gonna do this. And then it's just a big whirlwind. It's terrible. It's
And
absolutely terrible.
that are completely honest and say, we're trolls. We're on here to troll. That's what we do.
You're
So
right.
knowing that, then why do you believe everything that that person says? They just told you they're a troll.
Right. Right.
You know, so why
Yeah.
are the things they say taken so seriously? I don't get it. Like maybe people don't understand what a troll is or something. You know, I don't.
Right. Right. And Gypsy, my the tiny houses I have are down in southern Mississippi. She does not want to relocate, and the what I have are rented at the moment. Otherwise, I would. She could totally, but she doesn't want to relocate. I've talked to her about moving, so she doesn't want to move. So. Otherwise,
Thank you for having me, Sarah. I'm gonna drop. I just wanted to be able to talk to D-Boss myself. And
and I am sorry if I hurt your feelings. I know I hurt your feelings, so I'm sorry for that.
thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down. Thanks, Sarah.
This stuff is so much like high school at times, but what
I know.
the high
I think
school
it's worse.
is
I'm
I
so
never
sorry,
went through
guys.
this.
the guy
I'm back.
in school, you know, about something, and then they would duke it out, and it'd be over and done with. The girls would pull some hair and scratch, and
Right.
and they were best friends the next day. Like the
Right?
tube is that people can't do that. I told Gypsy earlier we should all pitch in together to start buying punching bags for some of the people on here that have real, anger issues they need worked out. As a Christmas gift, we could pass out punching bags to them.
Yeah. I think that Fluffy, are you saying that I'm doing word salad? Is that what are you saying? Are you upset with me too? I don't
I don't think Fluffy would be.
No,
I missed a bunch of stuff though on the phone. I'm sorry about that.
well, she says word salad. So
That
Fluffy,
could
if
have been
you
somebody else. She could have
I,
meant that
I,
towards someone else. I wouldn't be able to say though
I
because I was
think
out of
I
the
typed
chat.
that when Alicia was trying to explain it.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Well, oh, no, she says. Okay. I was going to say I don't think I've ever talked about you like
No, Fluffy wouldn't do
I don't
that.
remember that at all. So,
I don't think Fluffy would do that.
um um
Fluffy is awesome. Fluffy's the one that tells me when I'm acting up and it's time for me to go to bed.
oh. Okay, Fluffy. I didn't know if
Fluffy's
you were
awesome.
saying I was doing word salad. So sorry.
Fluffy's
Sorry
awesome.
for that.
Fluffy can go in Raps chat and not get yelled at like I did.
You didn't I mean, I know you're talking to chaotic, but I don't you didn't start drama. You wanted an answer, and I don't feel like you were starting drama. Do you
Oh,
guys feel like
she may
no?
have just seen my comment from before she came up. I was just like, "Don't start drama, just talk it out."
Oh, okay.
Coming up,
Sorry.
just now seen it
I got you.
because I didn't want it to like turn into one of those like arguing battles on Sarah's channel. Like
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
two
And
you're
I
people
and
right.
I felt bad
argue,
because I wasn't here to hear some of it, but you know what I mean. I didn't know I could actually keep the live stream going when I was on the phone. So now I know that, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I did
Good.
feel like Chaotic and Leslie went kind of harsh on you when you were on Jimbo's the other night,
All
trying to
right.
do the truce thing, you know?
But
And
they're angry, and
yeah, I know
it's
that
okay.
they're angry and stuff and they had beef, but I was really hoping, that you and Chaotic could talk off YouTube and, work through things and stuff like that. I don't know about with Leslie. I know she's been burned so bad on here that she's really
Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah.
But I wanted you to be able to get through what your plan was with Jimbo to try to do this truth thing to stop the drama so bad.
Yeah.
Um, and then
I mean, I was shocked Jimbo came over last night to Mama T's and asked if he could come up. I was
I
like,
did
dang.
not see that one.
Yeah. I was like, whoa.
What time was that around?
What's that?
What time was that around?
Um,
Like dinner time? Well, actually,
this,
no, it was later than that. I've been saying 9:30
oh,
ish, maybe. Yeah, something like that. But he came over there, and she's caught a lot of flack for that. A ton. Like people are
See, that's what I was trying to say earlier. You can't make everyone happy, because how many times when Jimbo offered to do this talk, she was like, it has to be on my channel, and everybody in her chat was like, no, he can come here, and then he goes there, and they're both the most horrible people out of it in the end anyway, so why did it matter?
Right.
Like,
Did
And
he get yelled at, or did she yell? Did something bad happen out of it?
no, I mean they were going good. I mean, there's obviously no love,
Well, yeah,
but
that's okay.
but they were going, she was asking him questions, he was answering them. He apologized to her,
Okay.
and she accepted the apology. He admitted his faults,
Oh wow.
you know. Yep. And then it got turned into people in the chat were getting timed out, and because they were saying stuff in the chat, and Mama T asked everybody to be respectful. Well, they didn't think that they should be respectful. That
Wasn't respecting her panel, her having a guest, because they didn't like,
right.
and that's one of the that's that, and she asked them to.
She asked them to be respectful, and that she wanted to hear what they had to say. And so evidently there was people not being respectful, and they got timed out, and they got whatever blocked. I don't know. There's so many angry people, and they're pissed off now. And now she's siding with Jimbo and forgets about her loyal subs. And it's just that pressure that somebody doesn't need to have. Like, she wanted Jimbo to come up there. She wanted an apology. She wanted answers. She got it. And I mean, I don't know. There was some other stuff. There was
Not siding. She did not side with Jimbo. By no means. She just accepted his apology, and
yes,
we're trying to agree to disagree on a few things.
right, right. And there was a lady in there that got doxed her name. I'm sure y'all know who that is.
it wasn't
And
her real name, though. That's the thing that's killing me. It's not even her real name. It's her
No,
old
see,
name.
it's
And if
old
she
screen name.
wanted to know who she was now, she should have made a new email with a whole new account, because it changes any comment she ever made her entire YouTube
mhm.
under the old name. All of those now pop up as her new name. Like, that's not even her real name.
I
That's
don't.
See, now I've heard both stories. I don't know. All I know is the name she goes by now,
Mhm.
right now. I didn't know the other name before, but that's not her real name, the first name.
I've been told that is not her real name.
See, I've been told both, so I don't know.
That's what Jimbo said. I asked him that question the night that I interviewed him, and he said that it's not her real name, that was just another screen name that she used before she used this screen name.
Yeah, I see. I don't know. Well, because like I said, I don't know her. I only know the name she goes by now, and so that's the only way I know her. I have heard. Last night was not the first time I heard that other name. I've heard it well before because people were talking about it, but
Peter
because it was brought up by Jimbo last night,
Yeah.
it was a big drama
Well,
again.
Kai says that's not her real name. So
I have no idea who you guys are talking about.
I'll let you guys talk about. I don't want to. I don't. I ain't saying nothing because I've
it's the
been
person
in enough trouble,
that goes by Princess Ice now.
Oh, okay. I don't know that person or the name, so I think I've
and
seen
I
her.
don't. Yeah. And then what else? There was somebody. Oh, another thing was Night Owl. I evidently used to go by Little Dave, and then that was
Yeah, but
Jimbo had brought.
she outed herself when she changed her name. She came in chats and told people that she was the same person. So
Yeah, I think everybody already knew that, but
yeah, so
evidently, then when Jimbo said that, she got in chat and said something bad about Jimbo. Her what am I saying? Her chat, her whatever she said, got blocked. or timed out, and she got mad, like extremely freaked out. She unsubbed from Mama T, and then she went on and to her channel and said she's not supporting her and continuing
That's what I'm saying, Dawn.
the crap.
Yeah.
So it's just you can't please everybody, and I don't. It's just.
You
I
just
mean, I'm glad.
your own heart, because as that creator, you're being told that we're not going to support you if you support this person, or you're even
Right.
this person, or thank you so much for what you just did for trying to cause some peace. We really appreciate it. So you have to choose as a person, as the creator, which side you feel more
Oh
that
boy.
you agree with and that your heart tells you is right, right? And then when you make that decision, you stick with that decision, until maybe later down the road you learn otherwise or something. We don't always make the right choice, but
Right.
and then but you just be real about it. You just be authentic, and you don't
Right.
care if you lose some people. You lose some people, but who wants to have a bunch of people around that are mad at you because you made an adult decision that they might not
And that's just it. And I had to talk to Mama T about that because she was super upset about that because she doesn't want to upset people. Like she wanted to talk to Jimbo. Like, I mean, and it's her channel. She can do what she wants.
That's
And
where
if people didn't like it, all they had to do was click out of it and not
That's what
watch
I,
it.
that's what I do when I hear something I don't like.
that's where she needs to just figure out that, like, she's human. Not everyone. She can't make everyone happy. It's never going to happen, and she just needs to realize that, because she's kind of like digging her own holes every time she does one of these, because she's not going to be able to make everybody happy. Just like
Yeah.
when very first time I ever had Ernie on, I knew going into it I was going to get hate, whether it was how I addressed him for having him on, whatever. But at the end of the day, you're either going to take the information you get out of me talking to him and feel more comfortable, see the truth, whatever it may have been, because I had him on like 3 different times for 3 different scenarios. And, you're going to learn from it or you're not. You're either going to still support me or you're not. At the end of the day, I got lucky and not too many people hated me for it. But there are some people that talked shit about it. Oh, well, come
Right.
watch the video he's not on then,
Yeah.
I just don't
Eh,
even have that kind of heart. Like, I'm not going to hate on anybody. Even if I am highly disappointed in somebody's behavior that I once was a friend with, or I didn't think that they even had that side of them, or something like that, I'm just going to be disappointed, and then I'm going to walk away. I'm not going to hate. I'm not going to lash out or attack or go real life on them or anything like that. I don't have that type of anger or hate to be that type of person.
Right.
And there's some people on here that have really tried to push me, bring
Yeah.
family into things and everything else and go real life and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't hate them. I'll pray for them and I'll leave them be. I don't
Right.
understand why people are on here just ready to be a lynch mob.
Yeah. And it's so out of hand. I just don't want to be a part of it. Like, I'm really to the point where I'm just ready to turn off the computer, turn off my phone, not turn on YouTube, and just never look back, and just go off into the sunset, because it's gotten way too out of hand. It's not fun. It's not, like, I dread getting on YouTube, because it's like, okay, I gotta get my suit of armor on and I gotta get ready for the battle. And I hate that. And I definitely gotta, I have been, I've been really working hard at not, I will not contribute to the hate. I'm not
I'm
doing
off
any of
2 weeks for Christmas and New Year's vacation, but
it.
after all of that, come January 3rd, when I'll be going back to work, and I've got 2 jobs now, so I won't be around much anyways. Everything that happens after that, I won't really know what's going on, you know. But right now,
Right.
at home, my kids are out of school. I'm not working, so I have this free time. and I'm bored. And
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
Right. Right. Yeah. And I mean, I think there's just always going to be drama, but as long I will feel better about myself if I'm not partaking in it, if that makes sense. If I don't like it, I'm just gonna click out. I mean, I'm gonna encourage people to do the same and not be so hateful, and that's all I can do, and just try my best not to be bad. Because, like I said, it's not me. It's totally not me. I am like the biggest empath there
Hurt you.
is.
It brings negativity into your life.
Yes,
I talk to a lot of people and they say just one bad thing after another keeps happening to me and I don't know what's going on. The last few months have been so rough. And I'm like, well, maybe it has everything to do with what you're participating in on YouTube and all the negativity that you're bringing in. You're opening the doors to some dark stuff.
that's right. And that is true. Like what you put out in the universe comes back at you tenfold. That is for sure. For sure. Absolutely.
And I'm guilty of that myself. I'm not pointing the finger at anyone because I've even had some really bad runs. And I've told Chaotic, I'm like, I think I'm being chastened because some stuff is happening, that is just silly stuff. Like, my husband's work van breaking down when we didn't really have it. And then there was like hurricane. My sister died. My cousin was human trafficked, you know, like,
What?
Yeah,
yeah.
she did a show
Yeah.
on it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And
Did
see
you find her? Is
that was
she?
well, hang on, before she answers you, that was one of the things that like we had did a live about and like talked about.
You can
And
do a recap.
everybody was so worried about the drama. No one gave a shit what was going on with Alicia's family. That didn't matter, even though that should have been top priority.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is a true crime community that's anti-human trafficking. I actually had a 17-year-old cousin that was taken and nobody cared. I think I had maybe 20 people in my live about it and everybody knew.
Uh, I am just
You can do a recap if you want to.
so.
I I would and catch everybody up on everything I found out and what's going on and how she's safe now and what their plans are and all that.
Oh, she is good.
It is. But the thing is I don't think nobody cares. I really don't. I think it's all a facade that they act like they're these advocates because
Yeah.
Oh,
when
I see
something
what you're.
really happens, no one's there.
Some of us.
I no, I hear you on that. I hear you for sure.
And
But
Alicia,
there is people who care. There is people who are interested in it and who care and want to hear that. Like if they don't want to hear it, like that's their problem. But you're right when you say they say they're advocates and they're going to be there for you and they're going to pray for you and they're just words, they're not actually there for you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wow, I
Can
cannot
that was
what
like
believe
one
you're
of the things that finally like threw me over the edge with some of these other channels is because like why are you over here talking about what somebody's doing in their kitchen? Like that's not important right now.
Yeah.
wow.
broken wasn't I chaotic? I was so broken when it happened. I
Yeah.
was scared to death.
Oh,
It
wow.
was probably one of the most scariest things that ever has happened in my life. And
Yeah.
we were trying to figure it all out, trying to get resources, all the help that we could. I was putting it out there to everyone, chats, everything. And when nobody really showed up but like 20 people, my spirit was totally broken. Like I lost all faith in the community
Yeah,
at that
for
point.
sure. Do you have that on? You have a channel? Do you have a channel or?
Can
I
somebody
mean,
join?
where was your story told at?
On my channel.
Is that on there now or
Yeah,
no?
it's
Or
on there.
Somebody join.
hmm
I'll have to go listen to it. Wow, I had
Plus,
no idea.
my cousin is sending back his wife and
Wow,
kids in January. They're coming back.
That's what I was thinking.
unbelievable.
They are going to move out of there. I was hoping they would.
Yeah, I mean, besides the fact that they still haven't caught the traffickers and the
Ah.
entire ring, they also have broken out in a type of disease over there,
Oh man.
um,
Where
and
are they?
they're in Africa. They're missionaries.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh no. And so they're in another country and everything. Oh my gosh.
Alicia, did they still have guards posted?
Yes, but our embassy, the people that I reached out and got to help at the embassy, and Mike Pompeo's people told them that they don't trust those Maali guards over there. They think that they might be in with the traffickers.
Oh my gosh, that's so scary.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't even take that's
And
They,
she's 17.
yes. They believe that the reason that they were able to get to her like they did, past the security and past guards and all of that, is because they were paid off, and they think that they're the ones who let them go.
oh, that's so scary.
Mm-hmm.
So can you say like like was she somewhere and like kidnapped, you know what I'm saying? Or was
If
she tricked in going somewhere or
Sarah doesn't mind, I'll
Oh yeah,
go
go.
run a quick
I'm
run through.
sorry. I'm sorry. I can go to
Oh
your
please,
channel. I'm
no,
sorry.
please do. This is real life shit. Yeah, go
So
ahead.
what happened was my cousin, okay, which was my mom's sister's son. So my first
Uh-huh.
cousin, his daughter. They're all missionaries. There's 5 children, and they were over in Malawi, Africa, building a church over there, spreading the gospel, right? They have a 10-foot wall around their house, and they have 4 ladders for emergency purposes to escape over the wall if they have to. Um, Anyways, it was an evening. The family was all home, and they were making Christmas cookies, and they were doing dishes and singing Christmas songs and stuff like that. Because this just recently happened.
Oh
And
my gosh.
Sounds like a movie. Or
um, okay, real quick. A week prior to this event, excuse me, my cousins heard what sounded like a crying animal outside of their house, a crying baby animal. They ignored it at that time. Now, fast forward a week later, when they're all together in the kitchen doing things with the windows open, they they hear the animal crying again right outside the wall of their house. So my 17-year-old cousin says, I'm gonna go check it out. I can't believe that animal is still out there crying. It must be in pain. I can't, so she says to Marissa, which is her younger sister, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check out and see what it is. So she goes out the house, and she walks over to the back wall, and she climbs up the ladder, and it's dark. Now you got to remember, they don't have all the electricity stuff like we do. So there's not street lights or anything like that. It's dark. And she climbs over that ladder, and Marissa sees her go over it, and she's like, oh my gosh, Amelia's going to be in so much trouble because they're not allowed to go over the wall. So she waits about 10-15 minutes, and then she goes outside and she starts calling for her, and she doesn't answer. So then my cousin's wife comes out. She's like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm calling for Amelia. She went to look for the animal that's crying. And she's like, did she go over the wall? And she's like, yeah, because she didn't want to tell on her sister. And she's like, oh my gosh. So they run out to go looking for her, and she's gone. She's just gone. So we didn't know for a few days what happened. They alerted military, all the guards, the security guy that lives right outside of their home, everything. And they searched, they had to wait until daylight to see anything, which was really made it rough because they had to go through the night, you know. Um, then they came out and they found where it looked like someone had been casing the house, or a few people had been casing the house in the woods right behind it. They found like wrappers from food bars and stuff like that, and where it looked like people had been sitting. So they knew at that point the house had been cased. They immediately suspected trafficking because it's huge over there. And just before this happened, they had found 15 dead female bodies in the area.
oh
Oh
my god.
my god.
So within like 20 minutes from where they lived. So now my cousins are terrified, of course.
Right.
They, day goes by, they search, they do everything, nothing. Next day, nothing, you know. And then finally, my cousin gets a call that she's been found. And they are, ecstatic. They go up and meet her. She goes to the hospital. She's hysterical. Hysterical. She's filthy. She's dirty, covered in, cuts, bruises, banged up. And she won't let them examine her or anything. So they didn't know what happened. They get her home, get her cleaned up. All she wants is sleep. She sleeps for about 2.5 days. When she finally gets up, she won't really talk to anybody. They try to, talk with her and stuff, and she just wouldn't do it. She was, silent. Finally, about a week goes by, and she writes down what she can recall from the time it happened till the time she was found. And she gives it to her parents, my cousins. And that's when they notified the family that what had happened was she went over that wall, to hear the animal. As soon as she got to the top of the ladder, they had a Jeep back there, one of those big, like safari Jeeps, and they snatched her up. Okay.
Oh my God.
And they put her in a potato sack and they threw her into the back of the Jeep and they took off. Now, the guards should have heard this, but supposedly they did not. All right. Then they drove like 2 hours away with her through the night. It's pitch dark. She can't see anything. Well, she's in a bag too. Then they comes up to some type of building. They take her out the back in the sack. They take her inside this building, and they put her in a room that she knows has a dirt floor. It's pitch dark inside the room. They take her out of the bag. All right. So they then begin to strip her and they molest her.
No.
Right. So
Oh
then they throw her clothes back at her towards her way. All right. One of the guys lights like a candle type thing. She has just enough light to even be able to see herself, to get her clothes back on and stuff like that. And she can hear the men all outside the room talking while she does that. She thinks there was about 5 to 6 of them. She could not understand their dialect at all, but they said India a few times. So she thinks they came from India. Then one guy comes back into the room, and this is some newer things that I found out since I even said my video. He comes back into the room, and he has a cloth wrapped around his head, like the garb that they wear for mosquitoes and stuff like that, so she can't see his face. And he puts her back into the potato sack again, and then puts her back into the Jeep, and they start driving off away with her again. Well, they piled wood up around her, like firewood up around her, and they put her under what she thinks was a table. And they take off again. Now, while she's driving, or while she's in the back of the vehicle and they're driving off with her again, she heard 2 men talking clearly. So some of the men stayed at that building. Only 2 men took off with her. And of course, she doesn't know what they're saying, but she's praying. She just starts praying and praying and praying. And then she said she just realized all of a sudden, like this peace came over her and she was able to think clearly. And she realized all of a sudden, Daddy always makes me carry a pocket knife. And then she thought, yeah, but the chances of me being thrown in a bag in the back of this truck, my clothes being taken off, that I still have that pocket knife is going to be very slim. She was wearing joggers, you know. But she scoots herself around and she reaches down in her pocket, and there's that pocket knife.
Oh,
So she
thank
gets
God.
it out and she thinks, how am I going to escape, though, without being seen? And she's thinking, well, it is pitch dark at night, you know. So what she decides to do is wait before they go over one of those big bumps, because their roads, you know, are all like off road dirt roads.
Yeah.
You know?
Rickety. Yeah.
So she waits until they go over one of the big bumps, and when they go over that, shakes the whole vehicle and all that. She rips the bag and she jumps and rolls out. She of course lands onto the ground and gets beat up really bad from it. It knocked the breath right out of her. So she couldn't have moved if she wanted to. She just sat there. But she thought to herself, this is good because they won't see me take off running if I just lay here and wait until they're out of sight. So she did. She caught her breath, waited until they were completely out of sight. And then that baby girl ran 6.5 hours,
Oh my
six and
God.
a half hours through the night in the middle of Africa with wild animals, snakes,
Oh my gosh.
Felicia,
until
I'm so sorry.
she came to the first village. And when she arrived at a village, the sunlight was just starting to come up. And it just so happened to be that the village she came across, there were women up already that morning starting to prepare for their day, and they happened to speak English. And the chances of that are just so slim. It's got to be the Lord.
Oh yeah.
But they understood her, and she told them what had happened, and they called the military to come out there because the military, the police are kind of like the same thing in their area. And they said that they'll be there as soon as the sun's completely up. They don't do nothing until the sun's completely up over there. So
Oh
she
Jesus.
sat for about an hour. They gave her food, they gave her water, and then they came. And then, you know, they got a hold of her and they contacted her dad, who then drove the 2 hours out there to get her, and they went to the hospital. She's talking now. She's back to normal now. She thinks that she's one. The first thing that she actually said when she began speaking at the dinner table, she set her fork down. Is what my cousin said. She set her fork down. She looked up at them, and everybody kind of looked at her because, you know, tension's kind of running high after what happened. And she says, I wonder what those guys must have thought when they arrived wherever they went to, you know, go. And they looked back and I was gone, and they realized they were beat by a 17-year-old girl. And everybody
Wow.
laughed. And then she's been fine since.
Oh my gosh, that poor baby. How smart though is she? Wow. To even think, like, be brave enough to, I mean, you've already gone through trauma of, you know, the whole ordeal, and then to think on your head, like the survival in her.
Went
Wow.
into survival mode and the strength. Yeah.
Well, my cousin was Army for 7 years, 7 or 8 years, I don't know. He was active duty all the way up until like a year ago. And going over there to be a missionary, he knew he had to teach his kids how to, you know, protect themselves, how to try to stay calm through a crazy situation. I mean, they're prepared for a lot of stuff, and they did take human trafficking courses before they even went there. So she knew what was happening, and she knew she had to find a way to try to.
Oh, she had so many angels carrying her.
Absolutely.
Wow. I
Ran that long in the dark like that, like
Yeah.
insane.
Can you
Oh,
imagine, and like her thinking, like, if she goes to the wrong spot, are they gonna hurt her,
Mhm.
exactly.
or are they gonna come back and get her, or I mean,
And the wild
and
animals that are
and
protecting.
she's hurt, like physically hurt already. Oh my God.
And
And she's 17.
90% of the people around there hate Americans, you
Oh,
know,
really?
and white females
Wow.
go for such a high price. So she said she was scared she was going to run from one predicament to another. But luckily that did not happen. Thank you, Lord. The biggest fear after it all was the fact that she refused to be checked out, and they were, you know, terrified that a pregnancy might have occurred or a disease, you know,
Yeah.
could have happened. But she finally did get checked out just about a week ago. Nothing, no disease what
Oh,
came up, no pregnancy.
thank God. Man.
But yeah, it was a scary, scary few days, and my whole family was just in shock and tears and prayer and getting churches, our family's churches all to come together to help out and everything. And my anti human trafficking, child protecting, you know, true crime community wasn't there.
I understand.
I that is,
That should have been everywhere.
yeah, that is very shameful. Like that's so horrible. And nobody was there for you.
Well, Sarah was there, Chaotic was there, Jimbo was there. There was a few. Ricky
Yeah, yeah.
was there, but like I said, I mean, it was like 20 people at most.
Unbelievable. And
Well,
you're right. That's all everybody talks about is like if this was,
that is a true crime,
yeah, it's a true crime was
which happened to
somebody,
one of our members of the
yeah.
community.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Your link was
Wow.
your link was dropped, Alicia, so people can listen and they can share it again if anyone missed the link, because I think it's
Yeah.
be good to
And
have a follow up. That's
I
all.
believe it was Sandy Says that commented on the live some information that really like we didn't all think of, and I gave that to the people at the embassy and my cousin Morgan Ortegas, and they were able to look into that, use that, and that's how they found out that yeah, they believe that the guards were definitely in on what happened, and that
They had to be.
they looked the
That's
other
so scary.
way.
They're right now, right?
Huh?
But that's so frightening because the guards are there now, right?
They've
I mean,
got guards.
nobody's going out alone or anything. Like they're all together, right? They're going to be together till they leave.
Well, they were there whenever it happened. It's like they said they didn't hear anything, but how do you not hear one of
Right.
the huge, safari type jeeps?
No, I mean, is the family going to be practicing extra safety till they leave and not be alone? Like stay together in group.
They've got some U.S. military over with them now.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, they sent them over because they had to try to close down all the ports at first because they thought they were going to take her to a port and have her shipped off.
Yeah, it sounds like they're sell her. You said it. They said India, so maybe they thought they were going to sell her.
Right. Yeah. So they were going to close off the ports and stuff like that. Well, they did, the closest ones in the area, but she probably they would have been caught if they would have arrived at one of the ports with her.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, because we got to working on everything so quickly.
Oh, right.
But, that never ended up having to happen anyways. But at that time, since they were all in on it, like, our government thing, they might have let her through. I don't know.
That's
Oh
true.
my
But
gosh.
this kind of thing happens all the time, so there must be people working and people can be paid off. Like there's
Oh
probably ways
yeah.
that they could have got her by paying off people on that ship.
There's so much corruptness. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
people will change.
they're,
I mean,
yeah,
money is more
exactly.
valuable. There's a lot of poverty.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
here, as you know, Sarah, was that they were going to come back for the rest of the kids and
That's
for
just
my
so
cousin's
scary
wife.
to even be there. Right.
So we stressed that because, our embassy people were all like, you just need to get out of there. Well, it's going to be like $17,000 for them all to come home,
Oh,
right? So instead, as soon as they found out that Chris had been military and served 2 terms, then they got to get Mike Pompeo's people, with the help of my cousin Morgan Ortegas, got people together to go out there to be with them until they can leave in January.
gee.
Wow.
Well,
Wow. Wow.
glad they have a
Wow.
leave.
Now do you understand why I'm so frustrated, D-Boss?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I'm just,
Blown away.
yeah. I don't even have words. Like, I mean, you hear about that stuff, you hear about it, but not somebody like go through that. It's just like, and you're right. This whole community, and I'm not just talking a couple little channels. I'm talking everybody in the community, true crime community, should have been rallying around this. Like, wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah, this is totally true crime. It sounds like a horror movie. Like
Yeah.
this whole thing sounds like a plot of a movie. It's horrible.
Oh, that poor baby.
I can't believe it ran. I can't even like stop
I
thinking
know.
about it. Imagine like 6 hours with wild animals and all that. Anything could have
And
gone
plus everything she endured before,
beforehand, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
with
she's gonna
all those
have,
men and ugh,
she's gonna have to definitely go through some therapy when they get back over here.
yeah, yeah,
She'll
yeah.
have the family and she'll have her church help her do through things.
She's
But
got a good support.
yeah, but this is something she's never gonna forget. Obviously,
No.
it's gonna follow
My
her the
God,
whole life.
no. Yeah, no, 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 yeah.
And they still have like 2.5 weeks or so that they have to be there. And even though they do have some U.S. military there helping, still terrified because we don't know how many of these men from this ring are, after them, know where they're at now, how mad that they are that she got.
Oh, right. Revenge. They might feel. I
So
can't.
their biggest fear, they're all going to show up with a bunch of guns,
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
and so they're terrified every day right
I
now.
be able to be in that house. I don't even know how they could.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah, they're not in the US. I mean, they're in another country. Like they're doing
It's
it's
scary.
just shady. Yeah.
A lot
Wow.
of family that's done mission trips, and my daughter went to Belize, and a lot of our family goes every year. Like my daughter went to help build a church, and they were there for 2 weeks, and they were warning them, like and she has blonde hair, blue eyes, like don't go
Yep.
here, don't leave this, like stay as a group. There's a lot of warnings about that and stuff, and they
Yep.
told them that there's people looking, they'll snag you, and that's all I could do is sit here thinking, like I was worried about it.
Yeah,
And
we went on a cruise to Belize and Honduras and
it looks
of course you go to the ports and they're all nicey nice, beautiful, and they tell you do not like basically don't wear makeup, don't wear jewelry, don't make yourself stand out, don't wear designer
yeah.
like shoes or handbags or anything like that because that will target you in a second. And I'm just like, "Oh my gosh." And it once you go off like the ports like to go maybe to an excursion to go to the beach or something like that, it is oh gosh, it's just third world country. Like it's bad, 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 bad.
They
And
don't
I can
compound very often. Now my cousin does because he's building the church and he's doing his job, what he's there for. But the others are usually they stay in their little like compound thing that they have built for them with the guards watching them while he does his job. Once in a great while, they'll drive into a local village thing that they have like a wet market there and all this kind of stuff, sell vegetables and all kinds of things.
yeah. Mhm.
But he makes them wear one of those like cloth things over their head when they drive through the area because it's so like God forsaken in a way that there's people just murdering people. Like you're driving, through the village and
Gosh.
around, and you'll see people being slaughtered. You'll see people having sex,
Oh
you
my god.
know, like right in front of everybody for everyone to see. You know,
Yeah.
Whole different world.
Oh my, yeah, it's wow.
It's a shock.
Gosh, Alicia, wow, my heart just, I feel like it's ripped out of my chest.
Mm-hmm.
That, I am sorry that she went through that and your family and, oh, gosh, I'm glad that she was strong enough to get herself, out because that
Because
took a lot
imagine,
for her to do. A
imagine
lot of bravery. A
mhm.
lot of bravery. Wow.
And you said there was 15 bodies they found, and those people didn't make it.
Ugh.
all females buried in a short grave in
Oh
the
my
woods.
lord.
And so now you guys see, like, I told this to everyone as it broke. I was texting people, I was going in live, trying to get prayer, resources, anything. I wasn't, But if you have a connection to somebody who can help somewhere, let me know.
Absolutely.
Or if you can pray, let me know. And out of everyone, most hated Jimbo was there. Chaotic was there. Sarah was there. Gypsy was there.
Mm.
So when people are like, I don't understand why you want to be in their chat or around, well, they were there for me through an extremely scary time. Everyone else abandoned.
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
good lesson. This is a good lesson, though, of, for what's going on. Like, look at what happened. And everyone would just judge the judgmental stuff with what was going on. This is kind of what I was talking about. Like, people are judged from the channel as one group without, you know what I mean?
And that's it. Yes.
And
I
nobody around
exactly know
because
what
they
you mean.
judge all of us for being, for being in his channel, and it's not right. Look what, it's something to think about and reflect on for the people that, hate just because we're in his
Well,
channel.
yeah. Look at all these. It's just the real life stuff that's going on. I mean, what your family is going through, Sarah. I mean, like
Yeah.
all this bullying and backstabbing and being hateful, that can end. I mean, we got to start ending that. And because there's real life stuff going on, way more important stuff than. And wow, I'm still in shock over that story. Wow.
I also
It's shocking.
have an organization that I've had since 2014. A lot of my clients, people that I work with that are in the entertainment industry, are members of this organization. And mainly it's about raising awareness and helping people in need and, things like that. And we're affiliated with other orgs, which helped me big time when this happened to my cousin. But somebody on here on YouTube who didn't like me decided to call and make, well, it was 3 people altogether, complaints about my organization, have it investigated.
The real life stuff.
What?
Just
Yeah.
because of real life stuff, like what happens to us. You know what I mean? Like how people go into people's life.
What did they say? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, they said that my organization was affiliated with people who do human trafficking, who are possibly
Oh.
murderers, um, who use women for their money, a bunch of things like that. And they thought it was a scam organization covering up for some grotesque things. So everything had to be put on hold, of course, as an investigation occurred. I
Our
also
organization.
called and told a lot of people on here that I'm friends with and have, made acquaintances with and stuff like that. Because I thought I was going to possibly need like character witnesses. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than what it turned out. I had to send them in like all my finances from the time that my organization started. They, all taxes, everything. Um, but it took about like a month, maybe a month and a half or something. And they cleared everything. And, now we're back up and running.
All while you're
But it
trying
got,
to deal with this with
it,
your cousin?
Yep.
but it got really deep. You had to do court stuff, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I had to go and, and stand before, and it didn't last, but maybe 5 minutes. They already had everything, and they were like, "This is you're good, you're fine."
But while your organization, if memory serves correct, was being investigated and you couldn't use it, if I'm wrong, correct me. You had that tragedy in Florida, and you were unable to help victims of the storm in Florida, right? Because your investigation was on hold. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah. So you were unable to help people from the storm that occurred in Florida.
yep,
Because of that, and she could have helped more people in Florida.
Unbelievable.
yep. Her
I
me and
am
half.
ashamed of those people that took time, resources away from you and your family and
Victims of the storm in Florida.
what the victims. Oh my gosh. People should be ashamed of themselves, but they're not.
We were
That is
still able
gross.
to help Hurricane Ian victims. We just could not do anything money through our organization.
Yeah.
So what we had to do is like we had a bunch of generators donated to us that were broken. and my husband and a few of my other members' husbands worked on them and got them working and all of that. And then we passed out generators to people. We were able to pass out a lot of food. My daughter is a manager for a restaurant here, and the restaurant donated us a lot of food. So we were able to go and, food, clothes, generators, batteries, supplies. We were able to still go and pass all that out. We just couldn't give anybody any money through our organization.
Well, it's nice you found a way to do some of it, but still,
Wow. How
it messed her up
hateful.
to. It went real life to Alicia to a different level and messed up. It affected a lot of pictures. So that kind of sucked.
Wow. I'm really sorry, Alicia. That's just horrible. It's horrible. Like terrible. And there's not even enough words to say how bad it is.
I was also told I was under investigation by Grady Judd, which is who helped me start my organization back in 2014.
I love him.
Has me set up through community service, where people can come through my organization through community service, which we haven't done in a couple of years anyways, but like they had that set up for us. But I'm in investigation, so I have to go up to public office and talk to them and tell them everything that's going on. There was nothing on me, but that was just what I was told. But I let them, they're all aware now down there, of what is going on in case anything does try to happen. And my next door neighbor works for him too. He's a good friend of ours and stuff. He's a detective through Polk
Oh,
County Sheriff's
that's
Office.
good. I love Grady Judd. I love watching the boss on.
Wow. Sorry, I'm taking out the garbage. That's why I'm trying. I keep muting and coming back and muting, coming back. Wow. I'm just.
That first interview of Alicia on a panel that you said you missed,
Mhm.
one of the people that reported her announced it on their live.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they went on panel
Never
and,
knew.
and
Well, he said, oh, and by the way, I heard your investigation is under organization, all of them. Well, I only have one, and I think she's just saying that she heard it. I don't think that she's the one who did it. I think I know who did it, but I'm not going to say it. But
right.
Wow.
But
I
people,
I just. Is that me who's making everybody cut out?
I'm wondering. I don't know if the StreamYard. I'm probably pretty close to having to buy an upgrade. I guess I never had to do that.
Um, is it me? Because when I hit mute, I think everybody talks normal. Do I sound funny when I'm talking?
No,
no.
I hear you. I think there's an echo somewhere. I hear some background noise from somebody, but I don't know.
It's probably me. I have my TV on and I'm taking out
I'm
the garbage and
I'm pretty
sweeping
close.
and
I don't know if it will cut me off if I run out of time because I have the free one. I never had to do that. I guess I have to figure that out. What is it? $30?
It sounds like you have background noise, Sarah.
Oh, really? Because I
Mm-hmm.
outside. I couldn't figure out who it's from. Oh, maybe it's echoing because of
Yeah.
my.
you're crackly to me, Sarah. So I didn't know if
Let me
I'm.
let me try muting and see if it's quiet.
Well,
I
I'm
mean,
down, ladies. I got to make dinner for my boys.
okay. Well, it was good to talk to you, and you are awesome, and I really admire you. And thank you for sharing your story and being so kind. And you're good. Everybody should follow in your footsteps for sure. So.
Thank you for listening. I will try to do a part 2 follow up on that video.
Is your channel Alicia Turner? Is that what it's called?
It is. It is.
Okay. I'll go check it out and sub up to you then.
I
Cool,
Thank
cool, cool. Is it okay that I say that? Like, is it okay? Like, I mean, I won't tell your story, but is it okay that I say, like, one of your family members was trafficked and to go check out your channel? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's
Or
fine.
no? Okay. I don't want to, I mean, if you don't want me to say that, I won't do
No,
that.
public anyways. It's out there. My family's
Okay.
talking about it. They sent missionary letters to all the churches and newspaper, so it's it's out there.
Okay. Okay. I won't talk about it. I'm just going to refer people to your channels. What I'm saying, if that's okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, my dear. Well, you have a good night.
You too. Bye, Chaotic. Bye, Sarah. I love you guys.
Bye, love you.
Wowzer.
I've dropped her link in the chat a few times to D-Boss.
Oh, have you? Okay. All right. Um, and then you do true crime too. I just subbed up to your channel. I haven't that night I got off panel. I subbed up, but
Yeah, so
I didn't go check everything out though.
we have 2 channels. The main one, which is the
I've
one
been on mute and
that
it's still crackling, so I don't think it's me. I just muted again. I'm gonna mute it. It's not. It shouldn't be me. I don't
is
know
it
what's
doing
going on.
is it doing it when I talk?
This whole thing's been mute. I've been muted, and I'm gonna mute again to see, but it's still
It
doing it on mute.
it's when I listen, you're both cracking.
It's so weird. And I'm like in
But it could be me throwing everything off, and I'll get down. Here, let me mute and you guys talk. Let me mute. Hold on. You guys talk.
Well, I'll just tell you what I was gonna say, and you can tell me if it's my sound. But the one channel, like my normal hour shows are true crime, and then occasionally a bunch of us will get together and do like a late night chat where it's just more like open venting, goofing off, whatever. Just somewhere to like decompress and not be so serious about true crime. And then my second one is just like all of my spooky stuff, and so
What do you mean spooky stuff?
so like I did Halloween house tour. We went to this big jack-o'-lantern display thing, and I like recorded it for people. I'm gonna start putting like my office tour will probably end up on that channel. But anytime I go to like a haunted place or get something new that's spooky, because now all of my friends are contributing to my spooky life, I'll like make posts about that, or like I want to start going over like on my community post, I want to post like darker poetry or like artwork, just like the spookier things that I enjoy, not anything super serious.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, cool. I do think it's me that's making everybody be staticky. So, okay, cool. Well, I will check that out. And sorry I hijacked your life, Sarah.
Oh,
But
no,
A good conversation.
sometimes it's easier to talk than text because it gets all messed up and you have so much to say and you can only fit so much in there.
true that.
So, yeah. So, anyway, thank you. And it was good talking to you ladies. And I will still continue to hopefully get the word out there and prove myself that I'm going to keep my word and put good out there and no more negativity.
You.
All right, you guys, I'll talk to you later. All right,
Bye.
bye-bye.
Bye. Can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay. Just because I was
Saying
in the laundry bag, I muted again. I still heard it when I was on mute, but it's all good now. It could be
Yeah.
I'm coming to the end of my stream yard. I think I'm gonna have to do one of the purchase things. I don't know. Because I think I had a little less than 3 hours left for my calculations.
Mm.
So
What are we at? Like,
it says 257.
I don't know if they're saying now that we both sound fine.
Yeah. Must have been on her end somehow, but I'm not sure. Because I still heard it when I muted, but it's all good. Just trying to multitask. I'm like, I got to do some laundry or something. I got a lot to do. But, I think that was pretty good chat.
Yeah, I think it's productive if anyone listens. And
yeah, I mean, if anyone cares to or go to some of the beginning, I guess we talked about some stuff that's going around the streets. I'm just trying to understand it. I can't understand some of the stuff, and with the stuff Alicia's got going on. But I'm glad some people might check her stuff out because that is true crime.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure when, like, at the heat of it all happening, I was in some chats saying there's bigger things happening. Like,
Thank you, Pink Warrior.
oh well. I mean, you can only.
Constance. All right. Last night, is that the one I was? I'm trying to think if that's the. Was that the one that Donna was on last night?
Um,
Is that the one, Constance? Because if it is, I was dying this morning when I don't. Oh wait, that might have been. I'm not sure if that was it.
my sleep has been so messed up that I can't keep track of.
I'm staying up really late, way later than I used to too, and I have to get up early because I have an alarm. I have to get up to do meds at a certain time, so it's like, a little different for me. Sometimes I don't want to go to bed. I want to finish.
Yeah. Well, like last night, I'd fell asleep early because I'd barely slept the night before, obviously.
Oh yeah, you guys were up all night. When
And
I
then
woke up, I couldn't believe it. You went on the other chat too, on your chat too. I watched that one too.
well, the people asked, so why not? But
Yeah.
I didn't sleep much. Then I fell asleep early, and I woke up like right at the end of him being on a panel, and then him going live. So I did catch
One
that.
where he shared the screenshots. Did I see one? I don't think I saw one with screenshots. Was it Jimbo or
I mean, I listened to his whole live, but part of it I did have my eyes closed because I was like, why am I awake again?
I'm trying to figure out. I know this morning I was running late and I didn't get to see much, so maybe I missed some stuff. The only thing I don't like is if things disappear and I can't see them. I'm like, damn it, private.
Yeah. Rap is replaying it now.
Oh, see, I like some of his restreams. But I better not. That's part of the conversation back in the beginning. It's probably not safe yet to say anything, but some of them are funny. I gotta admit.
That was this morning, right? Like early morning. Should have, most people should have been asleep time, I believe.
Last night,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think
I don't-
midnight or something when he actually went live. So,
All right, so Jimbo went live at midnight
yeah.
last night.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to think if I missed that. Jeez, now I can't remember.
I didn't see you in the chat.
I
But
don't know if I saw some of it and then had to go to bed. I can't remember now.
Yeah, so I don't remember seeing you in the chat. So I'm
I've really been forcing myself to go to bed by 12 or 1 because of the alarm clock that I have to, I have to get up every day no matter what. And that's like my limit of the max is 1. I try not to even do that. The other day I went to bed at 1:30. I was like, oh damn. But Constance, you've been like up the butt and it's hilarious. Cracking me up, man. Okay, let's see. Constance was on Jimbo's?
yeah.
Oh man, I definitely missed that. I hope it's not private. I want to go check that out next. What happened was, for a little recap, and it's at the beginning for anyone who missed. Okay, so I was kind of lingering, which is part of the conversation we got into in depth. I was lingering watching Rap's chat last night. He was streaming Ernie. Um, it was getting to the point where I couldn't take the person that was being streamed because they were driving me mad, and I just couldn't take it. I had to share it with somebody. So I did a short post, and then I saw somebody look like they were mad because I was in there, so I blocked them, which I never do. And I could tell by the way that people in the chat were talking that a ruckus started because I posted. I wasn't going to post again, but some people stood up for me. I thought it was very nice. Some of the mods stood up for me and were welcoming. I wasn't. And, this one mod thought that there was a conspiracy and I was trying to get everybody to change over to watching Jimbo. It really wasn't. I just thought it was funny. Just because the whole point of this chat was just because I'm in Jimbo's chat and I'm his friend doesn't mean I'm coming to some great conspiracy. You know what I mean? It was just genuinely funny. That's it. You know? Some people looked into it too deeply, but it's all good. Yeah, I do try, Wendy. It's a 24-hour a day, no break for me, 24-hour watch on a camera, and it's not easy, so I don't need extra torture from people because they have no clue. unless they're a caregiver 24/7. Two lives yesterday.
That's right, because he had like the 6 o'clock one, and then he was planning on doing another one last night, and then it ended up being October baby.
Oh, that's right. I was waiting. I kept checking for one. That's right.
You probably fell asleep waiting.
I did. I kept waiting and waiting because yep, that is true. Now I remember. I watched the earlier one, then I was flipping around just sitting there waiting for the longest time. Then I gave up because I had to go to bed. That's true. Now I remember.
Yep.
Thanks. Thanks for helping my memory. So no, I didn't see it. I guess I should watch it if I can find it. So that's what I'm going to do next while I cook some food here. Oh, man. I usually get up and have coffee and watch some stuff I missed, but I couldn't do that this morning. I guess we'll probably find some. I hope he's live later.
I think he said tonight's was going to be at 9:05, I think.
I like those ones.
Check that? Because I can't remember, but I think that's what time he said.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Oh, thanks, Wendy.
I don't know if I'm going to do any more videos before the end of the year, but I do know at the beginning of the year I'm taking a few months to just write scripts and work on videos and get
That's cool.
kind of ahead on things before I go back in. So
Y'all can post your links and stuff if you want.
but I am going to try and at least start posting on both of my community tabs every day.
Yeah, mine appeared one day and I've used it a few times. It's kind of like it reminds me of Facebook or something.
Yeah.
Except I don't like that you can't share pictures. I don't like that part.
You can post on there.
Oh, you can?
Mhm.
Oh, all right. Thanks. I'll look into it. How dare you? If anyone wants to in here, I don't know if there is anyone. I don't know if I know some people get attacked for cash apps. I don't even know how to say mine. Like, I don't even know if I'll say it right, but you can. I did do a community tab, a couple posts down. For if anyone wants to post like their Christmas wish list if they have one, or what do you call it? Yeah, just the Amazon wish list in general. If you want to post one, I did a post. I put one on there, but you can put like yours under there too. I told a couple people. I don't think anyone ever did. I was telling I think Gypsy, Jimmy, anyone that has one really. Why not? So if you want to, go on ahead.
Mine's pretty boring. That's why I don't share it ever. It's literally
Mine's just my son. I don't know. I love Amazon.
Well, mine's literally just office supplies because the way I do my research, I print. I'm
You strike
so
me
passionate.
you strike me as someone very organized with like paper clips and everything.
Yes.
Like
Yes. I am that person.
Yeah. I'm all over the place wanting to be that person. But I'm not. Stiff and sore from going to bed early. I get stiff and sore from waking up. Is this person have another account? Is this person someone else too?
Yes.
Okay. I was just wondering who I thought. I was kind of guessing. Like a person with a dog?
Yes.
Okay, I get it. Well, when I was in the I say Tiger Club a lot. When I was in the Tiger Club, that person blocked me because I used to protect the tiger. I don't know if they'd ever unblock me, but that's why they blocked me. Yeah, that one. So they're not the dog anymore? Okay.
Apparently they still use it if they're blocked somewhere.
Oh, I see. Hey, I can't believe this is still rolling. It says 3 hours and 8 minutes.
Yeah, I think it won't shut your live down. It just won't let you go live again until your thing starts over or you buy.
Lovely. I guess I'm gonna have to. It said it resets December 25th, and I wouldn't be able to go live till then. So I guess I'll have to do it. What if I want to go live? Shit. I'm not waiting till Christmas. What I'm talking about is my StreamYard. It said I had 2 hours and like I think 50 minutes left before I can't use it anymore. That's what I was talking about before I went live. Because I guess you only get 20 hours of free a month, but I've never gone over it. I love Amazon. It's, you know what it is? I got addicted to looking at it and surfing it and list because I can't get out much. I can't get out much. It's not pretty in the store with my son. He's laid down on the floor at the pharmacy, and you got this um 290-pound male child. You know, it's too hard for me. I'm too small to like pick him up. You know.
Amazon has contributed to me not leaving my house much.
Well, yeah, and it got worse during COVID, and it's just so much easier. And my son he loves it. He scrolls through it. He actually ordered something, and I was like, oh no, this is it, because I left myself signed in. I don't think he realized he did. He just knows that he likes it.
Mm-hmm.
He puts thing, you know, he put it in the. He actually purchased it. It was like a book or something like that.
At least it was some like huge, super expensive purchase or something. So.
No, he likes toys and books. That's mainly what I put on my list. He likes stuff that younger children like. He goes around with his calendar. He sleeps with a calendar, and then as soon as he wakes up, he wants me to put an X on the day, even though the day's not over. We do it in the morning instead of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually went and X'd out a whole bunch of days to try to get closer to Christmas. I thought that was funny. I had to explain that it doesn't work that way, but it's like, yeah, we'll just get rid of this day and we'll be closer. I think that's pretty fun.
He's like, we'll just have Christmas when I determine it's Christmas.
Yep. And he actually took my elf hat. It's like a headband with the cone and the feather that elf wears.
Mm-hmm.
I got it for the Christmas party. He took it the other day and off my head when I was driving him to school, and he wore it to school. The elf cone hat. I thought that was hilarious.
Elf Jr.
Oh yeah. And he came out with it on still, and I asked the teacher's aide if he wore it all day, and she said yes. I'm like, my little elf in training.
That's cute.
What does that say? I was thinking about doing a video of my home, the area where I live, because it's beautiful to share with my friends on YouTube. Want to share part of me, but yeah. I want to do more too, but so far I've only done like the beach, but there's much more. It's all about time.
I live in the suburbs, so there wouldn't be anything exciting to show.
You never know for people that are in other spots. But what I wouldn't be able to take is being landlocked, because I'm used to being on the coast.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people when they start on the coast feel that way.
If I make it to any of the big Christmas light displays, I thought about maybe recording one of them, but I don't know.
Yeah, people do like that.
Because it doesn't really qualify under either of my channels.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I did the jack-o'-lantern one because obviously, spooky. Well, I don't know. I've been back and forth on that, but I don't even know if I'll get. I haven't even got to do my holiday home tour that people asked for.
What did you want to do, E squared? Spam. Yeah, I get emails sometimes, and you just never go. There's a lot of scam emails out there. If you get emails, sometimes they'll be from Amazon. They're fake. And they'll ask you to change your account stuff. And I talked to a representative because I got one of those, and I called them, and they said if you ever get those calls from Amazon or the credit card people, that their scam is when you call, to find out if they're a scammer. Amazon told me this, to ask them what day your account is billed on, and they won't know. But they'll change like one letter in the Amazon email. So Amazon doesn't email you like that. You'll get an email for receipts, but you just never respond to emails with account information because they don't do that.
They like to send me the scam one where it tries to tell them my account's been, or it like tells me my account's been, blah, blah, blah. Yeah,
Those are the big scam.
Just bought something 2 seconds ago. You emailed me 2 hours ago.
Yeah, and if ever in doubt, just call these companies because that's one of the top scams. They'll say that something's compromised or something like that. Exactly.
I guess if I ever leave my house and go to the city again, I could do a video down there, but
Yeah, you never know because people in other areas like to see other areas.
I mean, it's just the suburbs though. You know what I mean? It's like houses, stores, parks. Like
I
there's
would like
nothing.
Highland cows. Actually, I want to go to the. I wouldn't mind being on the coast over there where you are to look for some Scottish sea glass. I'm obsessed with sea glass, and I've had collections of hundreds of pounds of it. I make stuff with it, but I also like collecting it, and I like to use it for decor. Put it in like glass containers with candles and beach sand, stuff like that. You know, I make a lot of necklaces with it, earrings, stuff like that. But I always want to go to different new beaches to find it and rocks, specific circle or oval flats, because I like to drill them and use those for jewelry too.
Right.
Oh yes, I wrote that in one of my clips. He was skip tracing the tree, Constance's tree. If that's what you meant, anyway. You'll be skip traced if you film the cows.
I don't really worry too much about the emails that I get from people, but I don't like if they send me something that I have to click a link, unless it's someone I work with on a regular basis, I'm not clicking your link because
Yeah,
they can embed in there that will send them your location.
I didn't know that. I just know don't click it. But yeah, that's crazy. Now I don't know. I can't blame Constance for not opening it. I don't understand why you can't just send it as a PDF that's already there when you open it. Unless, like, I don't know why it has to be a link.
Yeah.
Like something you open in print. That's what I can't understand. But oh, I can imagine E squared.
Amazon's addictive.com. Not
No,
gonna
it's very easy. It's an app, and everything you can ever imagine is there. And if you become a Prime member, you literally get stuff from anywhere in 2 days. And sometimes I get it in one day. Like, and it's good for like if I order something for my son, for instance, he gets obsessed with shipping and tracking. Then like he sits there and watches it. He watches the map, and it comes so fast. And if you pay that, what is it? It's probably up to like $12 a month. They also have their own Prime Video app that you download, and it's just like what do you call it, Netflix, and they have all different series than Netflix, so you can go back and forth. You know what I mean? So you also get a whole set of a. It's kind of like a new Netflix, and you get all your stuff shipped to you in 2 days. And they also do food now.
Yep. And they have a music version too. I gotta think about that.
They do gift cards too, but I can't. I saw that on Gypsy's list, but I couldn't figure out how to add anything like that. Every time I tried to do that, it just kept thinking I wanted to buy it, but I probably did something wrong. It's just the handiest thing for people that I guess can't get out as much too. I just found it very convenient because you can get anything from cleaning stuff, foods, health things, vitamins. Everything comes in 2 days. Which reminds me, I got to get some more gummy vitamins for him. Amazon's taken over the world and putting like companies out of the business literally because it's too easy for people to get their things. That's what I think. I've seen a lot of things close down, and I don't think it's all because of the C word.
Right.
It's because I'll go in a store and not see something that I want on a shelf because they don't have it in stock, but I'll go home and Amazon has it. You know what I mean? So that
Yeah.
makes me not want to go to the store to look for it because I know I can get on an app on my phone and it's going to come in 2 days or less, sometimes one day. Because I'll go in the store all the time and they don't have a specific vitamin or something. It's annoying. But Amazon has it.
I mean, it's frustrating sometimes when I get on there to look for something and I know it's more on Amazon than it is in the store.
Hmm.
That's usually when I just send the husband.
I usually have the opposite. I usually see everything cheaper than in the store. Maybe it
Yeah.
depends on the
Yeah.
area or what you're looking for.
But But Amazon is great when you have like a wide variety of different personalities you're shopping for.
That's true.
So much easier than trying to go to 50 stores and track down things that fit each personality. You can just think of something that you imagine this person needs in their life and
Mm-hmm.
search it on Amazon.
It's a one-stop shop for everything.
Yes, it's so
That's why
great.
putting businesses out, I think. A lot of people say that too, that it's taken over. I mean, clothes, coats,
Mm-hmm.
permits, anything. Art supplies. I like it for art supplies too. I get a lot of things. I get a lot of things for sublimation on there too because it comes so quick. It comes quicker than all the other companies that you order from online. That's the problem. That's why people can't keep up with Amazon shipping policies.
Yeah.
So I think they lose business. One second.
What is a gimbal? I don't even know what that is. I only buy the Walmart one in December so that I guess technically right before Thanksgiving, like a few weeks before, so I can get the Black Friday deals early and delivered to my house. And then I keep it through December and then I get rid of it because it doesn't work for me the rest of the year. Ew.
Sorry, I had to move a box out of something recycling. I gotta hide a present that's for someone else before my prince sees it. He'll think it's his. Then he'll get mad.
Yeah, I gotta wrap presents here later because I got the lucky job of wrapping my daughter's presents from her boyfriend.
I haven't got my daughter much yet. She wanted some kind of a coffee pot that has these circle pods on it. I forget what it was called though. It was like it did like a single cup. There's these weird pods that I've never seen. They're kind of circular, like they look like a half sphere. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, is it the Nespresso?
Yeah, that's what it was, Nespresso. Because she said she's had it at her friend's house and it was really good. That was the word, Nespresso. I looked on Kohl's, but they didn't have it.
Try Bed Bath and Beyond.
Didn't even think of that.
Because usually, like anything good, if you check their coupons, you can like get 20% off, even if it's on sale.
I think we still have one of those stores. Geez, I haven't been there in years.
Oh, interesting. I just use a little tripod or stick it in my ring light. I'm not gonna lie though, when I did the Jack-o'-lantern spectacular video, it took us 2.5 hours to walk through that, and I did it in all one clip. Like I didn't edit it when I got home or whatever. And my arm was so exhausted from holding my phone.
That's a long time.
I didn't think I was gonna make it, but I did it. So
I don't know if I saw that one.
yeah.
Oh, I need your other channel. Can you have or post it? Because I think I've asked before and didn't catch it.
Let me go grab it.
Because I don't even know what it's called. I always go on creators, like if they have multiple channels, and I never see it on, like when you press that button, channels or whatever. There's a button, other channels or something.
I should probably add mine to
I don't even know how to put stuff.
where I have all my friends' channels that people can find. I should probably put my own second one in there.
I wanted to put stuff on my about section, but I can't figure out how to get into it on the computer. You know where you could put like your email, cash app. You know how people do that? They have all their links. I don't know how to do that.
I think you have to do it from YouTube Studio.
I went on the studio on my laptop. I just couldn't find the right button. I guess I'll just have to play around with it. Maybe I'll try that after I get off of this because I'm trying to figure it out. I gotta know this stuff if I have a dang channel. Okay, there it is. Oh, because it's called Spooky Life. Nope, I did not see that one. So that's all like your haunted kind of things?
Yeah, I needed something to do when I was feeling creative, but knew that like my heart wasn't in the right place on crimes.
Mm-hmm.
So
You seem about that Halloween lifestyle. Yeah.
it's the best.
Yeah. There it is. There it is. Yeah, you can put any links you want, anyone. Probably gonna end it in a minute, I guess. I have to like cook something or something. I can end up talking. I'm gonna have to get I have to upgrade this or whatever though, so I can come back. Never know when, but I'll be looking for other lives too in a bit. I heard that somebody said earlier rap was live about forget what they said, streaming or something.
Hmm.
I've seen all different kinds of people in here tonight. You know, strolling through in and out different channels. I haven't seen any ruckus, so that's good.
Thank you, Robin and Pink Warrior.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a very boring day.
Yeah, same. I added some subs on the computer yesterday. I mean, mods. A couple more. Surprise.
You can always call me and I can try and like walk you through stuff too.
Oh, that's a good idea. If I get stuck, I really can't figure it out. But you know what? I think maybe sometimes when you walk away and try again, that works. Yeah. Bravo.
It really is. I mean, it's been
It
peaceful.
can
I just
be.
don't feel like I've accomplished anything today. And I definitely didn't accomplish anything yesterday. Oh,
Oh man. Which one? On his?
maybe I'll listen to that while I wrap presents.
So yeah. So, so it can be, and sometimes it's not. But usually when it's not, it's trying to figure something out. I generally have a good reason for it, I think, but or intention.
Mhm.
Sometimes it gets a little cuckoo, but you know, I am trying. But you know, sometimes it's fun.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to like start a movie or anything because then I'll get it's that, it's that holiday thing. So if I start my holiday movies, I'm not going to want to walk away from it.
I need to watch Elf.
I wish we could. Well, we could if we did a private StreamYard. We could all watch a movie together.
Trying to find a receipt. Well, I guess I should end this so we can, go check
Okay.
out. Where's
All right.
his?
Well, thanks for having me.
I'm
I'm
looking
gonna
for.
try and figure out a time everybody can. I'll set up a private StreamYard that's not live at all, and
Yeah,
we can
that's
all
cool.
watch a holiday movie together.
I never tried that. That sounds cool.
So, all right. Well, I'm gonna jump down so you can end your live. But thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for helping. Thanks for all that came here.
I'm
And
sure I'll
now
see you on the YouTube streams later.
I guess I'm gonna go take the advice of some of you and go check that out because it sounds interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
We'll see you all later when I get an upgrade. Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Have a good night.